And we are live. And all right, welcome to the watch party for the 2025 Arnold Classic Finals. Ron Harris here, joined by Big Mike Cox, my partner. Thank you so much for being here.
Bro, this is the best time of year. We've been waiting so long for this, and same excitement, bro. The same kind of excitement. You can't wait for this shit to start.
You know what I've been drinking all day? I've been drinking the Derek Lunsford Kool-Aid all day.
I got one.
Yeah, I almost wore that. No, I better not. That's not cool.
Gotta be partial.
Well, the thing is we were going by the stream last night, and then today I've been looking at the Gilco footage, the high-res pictures. Everybody looks 1,000 times better in those.
They look great, man.
I actually want to bring up the Gilco stuff because they have the best. I don't know what kind of cameras they got. They have cameras from the future or something. 20K.
Dude, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, look at
the clarity of those pictures they have. It's insane.
Look at that. So this is low angle, right up in front of the stage. Lunsford, man, geez, he was just incredible. And Samson, I'm seeing Samson could have been sharper for sure. They said he was 306. They just announced. I think he would have been better off under 300, just tighter.
He doesn't need to be any bigger. Like these guys are going to. Only person who's going to match him for size is Andrew. But even still, a tight Samson, even like 296, Ron.
Yeah,
that would look absolutely insane. Insanity. People would lose their mind, right? So it's not always about like size. So we're gonna see, man. Derek impressed the hell out of me. Those pictures, like you said, I've looked at pictures as well. Jesus, man, look at the quad right there, the size of the leg.
You could stick your fist in the separation between the quads and the hams. That's insane. Deep. In comparison, Samson does not have those deep separation points like that. It's
no.
There's a lot of chatter. Like Samson's a great poser. He's a better poser than any of these guys up there with him right now.
Oh, for sure.
And Arnold does judge the posing, from what I understand. So if Samson is tightened up even like 5%, and he's going to outpose Derek. I mean, Derek's a decent poser, but Samson's won like best poser at this show before.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see how much different he can possibly look. I mean, right there, you can see compared to Derek. I mean, we'll look at some back shots. Compared to Derek, he's soft in the glutes and the hams. By himself, he looks phenomenal, but he's not by himself.
It's just too Ron. He is, but it's just that shape, right? Like, look at that. That's just pretty, man. But again, how much of that is just like, okay, this is what the standard is now, but the standard isn't as conditioned as we would like him to be, right? So Derek, they wanted improvements. Derek showed improvements.
Yeah. Since
the Olympia, right? Now, do they reward that? It's got to be super close. It had to be one. Because remember last year it was tied, right, or something after the prejudgment with Adi.
Yeah.
So it was close to him too. So it'll be interesting to see the score sheets.
Well, I've heard a few people saying, well, the judges want to see improvement from the last show, but none of that should matter. It's who you're up against that day on that stage. That's all that really matters. So if Samson hasn't improved and he's still the best guy up there, he still should win. Just because something improved, only if that improved version of that person is better than everyone else can you justify a win. So let's go to the individual. I want to go to the individual posing because that's where you really see some crazy definition on these guys.
Dude, these guys are like
look at that. Let's see. Let's go to. Oh, he doesn't have. Okay, the only one he's got up is Andrew, but that should be interesting. Okay, let's take a look at Andrew. So from the front, we know condition was on point with Andrew. A lot of people are talking crap about his posing. He poses kind of funky. The back shots, they saying he wasn't open up his front or his rear lat spread enough. Kind of hard to tell from this angle.
Ron, if his posing was better, it would markedly improve his physique, like big time.
You know what I mean? So I just read Melvin. There was I think it was Kevin Jordan. Anyway, I saw a post where Melvin Anthony responded to that. He said he had reached out to Andrew and offered to help him with his posing. And Andrew said, nah, I'm good. Come on, that's Melvin Anthony.
Yeah. I don't know if these guys really realize how important he has to. Casino has to tell him about his posing, right? He has to say, maybe get with somebody. I'd be Melvin or Cormier or somebody that can help you with your posing, or not even in your routine, but just your mandatories. Because when you look like this, if you can display this perfectly, Ron, it would be a sight to see, man. Like, look at that. Yeah,
and I mean, the tongue thing has got to stop. He's got to stop the tongue. Who told him to start doing that? I don't
know. Somebody said to say that. Somebody's like, well, Matarazzo used to do it, so you should do it.
Yeah, no, don't do it, Andrew. Don't do it. What else do they got? All right, so let's go to some of the footage. This was the top 3. Yeah, look at that. Again, I mean, this isn't the high compared to the footage we were just looking at. This is not the same quality, but you could see it was a very close. This is, they're not, Derek and Samson aren't next to each other on the screen, right, on the stage, but you can still tell.
Yeah.
Derek was just sharper. Samson, not his sharpest. I think this was the best Derek I've ever seen, better than when he won the Olympia in 2023.
Easily, bro. And his legs were bigger. They looked bigger. I don't know how much tissue you can actually put on, since the Olympia. Yeah. But it just looked like he didn't like lose that fullness. He didn't suck down too hard. He wasn't over dieted. It was a fuller look. Like his glutes were dug out. They weren't 2023 dug out, but it's enough, right? It doesn't need to be 2023 because that year is long gone. That physique's long gone, right? But he did himself very well, man. And just, I don't know, like if it was me, I'd have him slightly ahead. But honestly, Ron, like Andrew next to Samson in the front double and front lat spread,
yeah,
he does well. It's the side chest that he kind of loses out because the side chest is just looks.
Yeah, look at how he hits that, dude. Pick up your chest. He's hiding away. Remember in Pumping Iron, Arnold said the little guys, they hide away when they pose.
I can open up when you pose.
Andrew's hiding away in that side chest. Yeah. He's a big dude.
He should be showing every bit of that body, man. Yeah. Like I would be like camped out in Cormier's apartment if I was him. You know what I mean? Just doing rounds after rounds after rounds after rounds, man. Because you remember Derek's posing has gotten better and better and better over the years. Like it wasn't great. You know what I mean? So it's what
I don't know if it's gotten worse. It just hasn't gotten any better.
Yes.
Arnold told him to do the tongue thing. Somehow I doubt that. I kind of doubt that.
He's playing games with him psychologically.
Go back to another one. This is just a montage of first call out. That was the whole first call out right there.
And man, I looked at even the NPC News has some pictures up. Brandon didn't look that bad. He looked better than his picture did, right?
Yeah.
When you see him, like even like when you're looking at him next to Andrew, I don't know how close it really is. I mean, obviously maybe not because they call it top 3 out, but you never know how close he is. Maybe close enough to pass tonight. Because they do the Arnold. The scores do change the Arnold. That's one good thing about the show is they will change your score if you don't look the same or better for day 2. So.
It's when you say like the Arnold Olympia are judged differently, it's the same exact judging panel. It's the same people. Yeah. But the one thing I do know is that Arnold had asked them, this was like 10 years ago, to start judging the posing at his show because he is such a staunch proponent that posing matters and you should put the work in, become a proficient poser, a master of it. Here's your top 3.
Yeah. And you know what? And you should. This is your job. You know what I mean? Like you're going for a lot of money. Like a lot. We practice posing and we're going for a trophy and a national qualification. Hopefully, right? They're going for cash. Like if I'm competing for $500,000, I'm posing morning, noon, and night. Yeah. Right. Because it's just, I mean, a trophy motivated us. Yeah. Right. So I can't fathom training for even even second place is like a lot of money. They're making a lot of money. So, that top 5, I would do it, almost. Listen, we would do anything, Ron, to get that money. How we were, right? Let's be honest.
Oh,
We
half
would probably do anything.
$500,000? Come on now, $500,000, dude. That would
Shit.
eat dog shit for $500,000.
Come on, dude. That's like Geno Pins, like 25 units a day. I'd have a huge forehead for a size 16 shoe.
Yeah. Hey, this was a good point here. Samson did seem to fade during the judging as they went on and on.
Did. Yes,
I don't know if it's spilling over, because it's hard to time the carbs and everything. Even though this show seems to be a lot easier because everything's on time. There's fewer divisions. They're not stuck backstage thinking they're going to go on at 7 and they don't go on until 10. It's not like that, but still, I mean, both Derek and Samson, neither one of these guys have great abs.
No, but when Samson walked out, it was like, holy crap, right? Remember that front relax and he goes into that front double? But by that last comparison, he started to fade a little bit. And like, Derek was he held his own. I don't think he got better, but he just held his own because it didn't change. But things like that can just make a huge difference. And you're dealing with a human body. Man. People don't realize that when you're dealing with a human body, things happen that you can't control. Like, I remember the one day it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Manny's fast off sleep. I'm in the bathroom. I looked insane, but I couldn't carry that over for like 6 hours later.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and imagine what they're going through with the carbs, the water, the diuretics. So it's tricky, right? And so when guys like Dexter and Labrada and Sean Ray, they think when they can nail it almost all the time, that says something. I mean, that's hard to do.
Did you know Nick Walker was in the show and he's going to win? I didn't know that.
Hey, man. He looks awesome.
Yeah. It's like they just did the national anthem. We'll see what they get. They're going to get to it pretty soon, guys. I'm not sharing the screen until the show starts. It's because it's just showing the crowd and stuff like that. But yeah, what else did someone say? That stomach and obliques. Yeah, there are. I don't know if Samson's got anything in his arms. They did seem to get awful big, awful quick. But
they did.
Who knows?
I don't know, man. There's some guys here with the calves look a little funky. You know what I mean? When calves don't flex, and they kind of see what I mean. Like, I'm just saying. We've been around wrong to where like your triceps. We know how anatomical the triceps really are, right, and how certain angles just aren't possible. But if we see it, the judges have to see it. So I don't know, but.
I made a post because there was that great picture that Giles put up on our group chat of Andrew, and I posted it. It's got like 90,000 views already on my Instagram. And there were a lot of people, Andrew Jack fans, I'm sure, were saying they thought he could win. They think he could possibly win this.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Kevin, local guy Kevin here. What's up, Kevin?
Anything. Look at Bay hosting tonight too, man.
Yeah, good for him, man. Well, they're not going to have more hosts one night. Kevin says Derek will win, Samson gets second, Andrew at third. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. We've both been to enough shows to know that Samson could still pull this off.
Oh yeah, of course. It's not even remotely over, especially this show. This is a 2-day. This is essentially, it is a 2-day show, right? Yeah. So it's not like they're not being. This is just for the audience. It's just for fun.
Yeah, someone said that Carlos Jr. got screwed over by not being in the first call out. He compares very favorably to Derek, and not in the condition he's in right now. Not today. No.
Yeah,
he's good. The potential is there, Simon 11, but he's not there yet. He's not there yet.
It's going to take. Dude, Carlos is learning as a pro. We learned through various NPC shows. Yeah. He's learning on the biggest stage and in front of the entire world, right? And in the social media age, so he's got, everybody's coming at him. So it just takes time. You can't rush it, right? Derek took time to become Derek. Brandon Curry took time to become Brandon Curry. You know what I mean? Like, rare guys now will just come out the box. There's no more Kevin Levrons or Sean Rays or, you know what I mean, like Dorian. There's no that they're gone.
Yeah. Carlos is going to be awesome. Yeah. I agree. This is not his day. Today's not his day. His day is coming. It's like Logan. I commented on Logan yesterday on his Facebook or Instagram. I said, I always wondered when your time would come, and it came. Today's your day. He didn't win, but he came. He made a massive impression on everybody, the fans, the judges in Classic. So he was getting overlooked. No one's getting overlooked. It's just the top guys are so freaking good.
Everybody's getting a good look. Everybody got a good look, right? It's just you got 3 Mr. Olympias on the stage.
Yeah. As far as William Bonac over Sean, nothing's set in stone yet. Places could change. Yeah, right now it does not look like Sean Clarita is in the top 5, but that could change. That could change over the next
because that's the 5, 6, 7 are very close. I guarantee everybody. I mean, everybody like probably the top 7, top 8 are within a few points of each other, right? It's just this how competitive this show is, and most of these guys they brought very good condition. Everybody's not perfect, but like they're in good condition.
Oh, we got Samson on there. Did I already show Samson on the Gilco? I did, didn't I? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the low angle stuff. All right. I think they're almost ready. Is that Powers?
Yeah,
the
Powers
talking right now? Yeah, he's talking right now.
I think they want to start now.
Yeah. As soon as that starts, guys, I'm gonna kick it over to the stream. But we'll go back to we need to work on side chest. Yeah, from the front, Andrew is he's right there with both of those guys. Is that man? Mike now, Mannion? Jeez.
Oh, Mannion talking now.
Wow. Is that Jim Mannion at the mic now?
Yeah.
He's 80. He just turned 81. My God.
No.
He
still trains.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they have an awesome gym right there at the NPC headquarters.
He's
Who's got the volume on their phone? You or me?
That's me. I'm listening to Mannion real fast. See if he's like advertising the show.
I'm gonna fix that.
No, he's taking sponsors.
Okay. Yeah, they get some great sponsors. You know, that's another speculation. Older than life? No, he's 81. There's people that are older than that. But I'm really thinking we might see a big surprise at the last minute with the paycheck tonight.
Listen. Somebody's got to bump that prize money up to hit $1 million, and Arnold's got an ego, right, and wants to win, and maybe not huge fans of the other guys sometimes. So I can see him doing it. And listen, he's almost 80 years old, right? It's just father time, like life, bro. It's not being negative, but life happens. So I'm sure Arnold got some succession, and what better way to kind of just cement the Arnold Classic legacy as being the first show to give $1 million away, and think about the media with that around that. That would be absolutely insane.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hopefully Arnold's around many more years. He's on screen now. Hopefully he is, but I don't know who's going to pick it up after him. I mean, like the NPC, we know that Tyler Mannion, Jim Mannion's grandson, he's been groomed and trained to keep the IFBB Pro League and the NPC going since he was a teenager.
Yeah.
He's 30 years old now, I think. I think he's only 30.
And Is he really 30 already?
He's vice president of both of those, the NPC Worldwide and the IFBB Pro League. But when Arnold is no longer around, I don't know what's going to happen to this show.
I don't know. I mean,
the Olympia, obviously, Joe Weider's Olympia has lived on long after Joe Weider. So
you hope he's got a succession plan in place. I'm sure he has to, dude. He has to.
Yeah. Would Cedric win this? What do you think, Mike? Cedric, the 2017 Cedric McMillan that won, would he win this show?
I don't think so. I mean, he's pretty, but Samson's like a bigger Cedric, right?
Yeah.
He's a bigger Cedric. He's a bigger Chris Cormier, right? It's just, I don't know, man. Cedric was pretty, but Samson's just, even not 100% Samson, is just damn impressive. Like, let's look at this.
Well, think about it. Cedric was the same, actually taller. I believe Cedric was 6'1".
Yeah.
Cedric was about 265 on stage, if memory serves. His condition was never any better than what we're seeing from Samson.
No.
Cedric was never shredded. He was just so pretty, so aesthetically pleasing. Better shape than Samson, by not by much. Samson's got pretty damn good shape, and he's bigger. He's a lot bigger than Cedric was. So no, I don't think Cedric would win.
Samson just but you know what? It's at some point, like you have to kind of just not. But I don't know. It's not like I don't know how you say not get bigger because we're bodybuilders. We're trained to get bigger. So it's easy for us to go, hey, don't get any bigger. But this happens. Like, what's the point of training hard if you're not trained to improve, trained to get bigger? So, but I don't know. Like at some point, it's going to be diminishing returns because I don't know when's that's going to happen yet. Because he holds that physique, that muscle so well still. As long as the abs probably don't get too out of whack, he can maybe still keep adding to it.
Yeah,
yes.
I wonder if he's going to keep getting. I think Samson's probably capped out on size, but I've been saying that for 2 years now. So I don't think Samson's abs are blown out. I disagree with that. They're not thick. They're not chunky like abs are supposed to be. Blocky, big. They're supposed to be like 6 blocks, bricks.
And that's just a genetic trait. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we're about there. I think we're about ready to start. Is Arnold still talking? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he looks like he's giving a passion speech.
Okay.
I
think I'm going to put him on. Well, what? Hey, Ron, would Nick Walker be a threat in the show? He'd be a threat. I don't think he'd win this show. No. He's not beating Samson the way Samson looks tonight, yesterday. He's not beating Derek Lunsford. No. Unless Nick comes back looking greater than I've ever seen him before, shredded, full, and really keeps that midsection tight, which it's tough because he's a thick, short dude.
He's my height. He's 5'6" and like over like 300 pounds.
So this is Carrie. That's Derek's extra mom, bonus mom. She's married to Derek's dad, Scott Lunsford. Very cool people. So let's go, Derek. Yeah, Carrie, I think he's got a great chance. You don't have much longer to find out. It's not like the Olympia would be up till 1, 2, 3. My feed got cut off at like 3 a.m. last time for the Olympia, right?
Oh, yeah. It was like, the next day I'm just useless. I can't miss sleep like that.
Yeah.
Food. Oh, will you miss sleep at our age?
Dude, I mean, that's why I'm very understanding with Giles, because it's already 12:23 a.m. over there in UK. What time do they go on? Boston's they should be going on any minute now. I think Dave Bay is about to introduce them. Let's take a look.
That's a very nice background.
Yeah, they have great staging at the Arnold. Let's go.
He looks good.
The beard actually suits him, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Hair transplant looking great. Yeah, thank you. That's very important. Yeah.
You're on a little delay, aren't you?
Yeah. The idea is to get the weak back right there. All right. I think I'm not glitching now when I'm doing it. Yesterday I was.
Well, Lunsford's out right now, dude.
Okay. I am glitching. So no more comments. All right. So guys, I'm not going to listen to your comments. I'm sorry, because it slows down. For some reason, it slows down my feed. Unless I'm actually watching it. So yeah, I'm a little behind here.
Yeah, like a minute. He looks about the same.
All right, hold on. I gotta wait for Arnold to stop talking and Derek to hit the stage. So I'm gonna have to ask you to watch just our feed, Mike, so we're in sync. Yeah, I see on my phone. I can see Derek posing, but
okay.
I think I'm about 30 seconds off, but we'll catch up.
We got this, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's technology. We're old. I'm older than you. All right, so
yeah, like no more answering machines, bro.
Yeah. So I think I'm about 45 seconds to a minute behind. It slows down when I go to when I put comments up. So here we go.
Sorry, people.
I can't put your clever remarks up until they're done. Until they're done posing, and then they're going to go to bikini after that, and then I'll be able to put it up, no problem. Okay.
Yeah,
It caught up. All right. So Derek,
yes.
What do you think? perfect. He's
Chest.
has improved since last night. He looks the same, but he didn't need to change a thing, and he didn't.
No, he didn't. He uprun. He just needs to come back like that, and that's it. That's all he needs to do. But what I noticed, and also what Mandy noticed as well, were the striations in his chest, like that. Remember, we were waiting for that to come, but that thing too, dude. That's just time. That's just muscle maturity. That'll come with time, and his body is kind of starting to 30 to train a little bit longer. I think compete more. I think this is going to help him out tremendously, bro. Like doing the show.
Yeah. It's interesting. He's posted up photos of, his first show was only like 2015, I think, 2014. I don't know. It sounds like a long time to you guys, but trust me, in bodybuilding, that time goes by very quickly. He was a middleweight. Yeah. Welter is higher than, welterweight is heavier than a middleweight. He was a middleweight when he first started competing at the national level. Then he did welter. And I think when I saw him turn pro in 2017, I think he was a light heavy.
Yeah.
And he's something around 230 these days.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that. So
that's called elite genetics.
Yeah, 100%. All right. So now, Bay, introducing the next guy. I have to have the volume off, guys, so that YouTube doesn't kick me off for using the music. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, I'm fully caught up because I think it ended up.
You are. You're good. You're actually like 2 seconds. No, we're perfect. Perfectly in sync.
Yeah. All righty. Akeem Williams. So, did Akeem get overlooked? Anytime someone's favorite athlete isn't clearly in the top 3 or whatever, they're overlooked. And, Akeem is an amazing competitor. All the respect in the world for this guy, because I didn't know if he would make it this far with he had a car accident. He had shoulder surgery. This guy
he's been at it for a long time, Ron. Remember, he's been doing this for a minute. Like he was back with the Ron Morel and like Marco Rivera crew back in the day. You know what I mean? Like he was like banging out with those guys, and he's still around.
I mean, he was competing as a pro when we still had guys like Branch, Victor, Dennis Wolf, Phil Heath, Kai. He was still competing with all those guys. He was one of the newer guys, and they were the veterans, but. Yeah, he's now one of the veterans. He's one of the guys who's been at this the longest out of anyone on that stage.
He's an OG, bro.
And look at that. Hasn't lost the legs, hasn't lost any fullness.
And the maturity on his physique is evident now. That if you look at his physique maybe like 5-6 years ago, he's maybe not as full, but the density, it's a different look to him, bro. The density, the maturity, it's there now.
I'd say this is his prime, and he's about 40 years old. He's gotten better and better over the years.
Yeah, he keeps getting better, and he keeps dieting. I think too, though, there's no real off season. He said kind of eats clean all the time. Yeah. So when you do that, it's just you don't have those ups and downs. So like you're not killing yourself on the stepper. Like 3 hours.
So this is the only shot that you're like, it's this rear double. His lats are just very, very high.
Yeah,
there's not a damn thing you can do if you have high lat insertions. His are even a little higher than Dennis Wolf's, and Wolf used to get a lot of shit. But Wolf won the Arnold Classic, 2014.
He did.
Third place, and he took third place at the Olympia.
And he won the Arnold Classic Europe in Spain that year too.
Yeah, so everyone's got some kind of physique flaw. Every single guy on that stage, we can nitpick and find something. Even Derek and Samson, there's something. Nobody's perfect. But Akeem has some killer poses. I love his front double bicep. I love his side try, his side chest.
He's so thick, man.
Yeah.
Like that's just a thick. And again, that's just heavy ass weight. Like that's how you get thick. Right down on cable crossovers.
I remember seeing him squat 7 plates for a few reps one time. Incline barbell, 5 plates outside. Yeah, strong dude. Who we got next? Okay, we have Mr. Olympia 2019 and 2-time Arnold Classic champion Brandon Curry. Wow, did his physique really bounce back from
a couple
years? It was going downhill. And this is very close to how he looked a few years ago when he was at his peak.
He was doing the Dexter thing. Remember Dexter started to slip a little bit?
Yeah.
Then he bounced right back.
Yeah. some people even have him in third, but it's subjective. If you're a Brandon fan, of course you're going to have him in third.
He looks phenomenal, but this is a big difference in the Olympia, like big time. So, and listen, Brandon, he was 8th when he was off, and the year before he was top 5 after being in the hospital.
Yeah.
So when he's in shape, they reward him.
Yeah.
That's still a pretty physique, man.
I mean, it's one of the most aesthetically pleasing physiques that we've seen in our generation.
Damn.
He's kept the weight small.
And he wasn't. Brandon kind of like floundered for a little while too. Remember?
Yeah.
Then he got the antibiotic chicken over in Kuwait, and like everything just took off. Like his potential was realized, man. It was just like, hello world.
I think he had so after 2016 Olympia, I don't know if it was Abdullah or somebody from the Camel crew talked to him at that show and invited him to come to Kuwait. And I think he was there about a month later, and he stayed there all the way until I want to say April.
Yeah.
I don't think he won the Arnold. No, he didn't win the Arnold Classic. He didn't do the Arnold Classic in 17. He did. I think he did the Arnold Australia. Did he?
Yeah.
Did he win that? I think he won.
Yeah, he won that one. I think he did another show after that too.
Yeah, the New Zealand Pro maybe.
I think that was it too. Yeah.
And he was 20 pounds up from where he had been at the Olympia and in better condition. I mean that was back in the heyday of the Kuwait was where everybody wanted to go because guys were coming back just looking like transformed. Yeah, anabolic chicken, man.
They had the secret back there. Everybody wanted to go up there.
But and I always thought for these past few years, I figured, well, Brandon, he sort of relies on going over there and being coached and trained and having no distractions. And here he did exact opposite. He stayed home in Tennessee with his wife and I think 4 kids.
Yeah, and doing the football practice stuff and everything, man. Like it's a lot. That's got to be hectic and prepping for a show with your meals, but it's a lot. It's a lot going to Kuwait too. It's a lot going overseas away from your family like that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they say no distractions, but when you have a wife and 4 kids, and especially those kids all play sports. So that poor Brandy, I'm sure she was driving 100 miles a day back and forth to practice those games. I would feel awful if I left my wife. He had to do it. He was the breadwinner.
Yeah,
it made sense. He still would be.
That's a big ass.
What the heck is this? Who's got Andrew Jack came out in what's this? A Mad Max mask? What the hell kind of mask is that?
I thought there's no props allowed. He just does what he wants to do.
I don't know if this is a good idea, Andrew.
This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea.
Why would you do that?
I don't.
All right, take it off. Good. Now he's got blindfold. Cedric posed with a blindfold in 2017.
It's like Bird Box.
I know, but why would you do that? Oh,
like Bird Box, remember? Boy.
Yeah. There's no monsters. They're gonna kill you if they see you or if you see them. Okay. I'm curious to see what kind of posing routine he has based on all that. So far, so good. He's actually a better free poser, I mean, like in the routine than he is in the mandatories.
Well, Arnold likes it. Like, if Arnold's up, dude, he likes it.
He likes it. So it's slow. I wonder if he's going to change music and start doing some popping and locking in a minute. I don't know. We'll see. All the young people are like, popping and locking. What's that?
That was way over the head. He's a great poser, though. If he was dug out, this would look absolutely insane.
Yeah.
If his condition was like weight 100%.
He's a little too heavy. From the front, it's not that bad. I would like to see deeper cuts in the thighs. I think he took some lessons from Kai Green in coming up with this routine, though. The Kai would have left the mask on the whole time.
Oh yeah, Kai would have left the mask on the entire time.
But to me, the blindfold thing is distracting.
It's weird. Okay, what's the Madonna? Is it a Madonna song?
Life is a mystery.
I guess he's posed that the Madonna song, "Life is a prayer," like a prayer.
Oh,
he said. Yeah.
I hear you, Coleman, about being blinded.
No, it's about that's fine.
But that's about like yeah.
we're having a discussion about the true meaning of Madonna's song right now, but that's neither here nor there.
I thought I heard Gary Coleman's name come up. No,
No,
no, okay. No, I mean that song "Like a Prayer" was 30 years ago, so I don't think anybody watching this show would really get the meaning. But yeah, good, nice, flowing, graceful routine. He definitely put some time into this. But you know what? When you cover your eyes like that, you're not engaging the crowd. The crowd wants to see your eyes. That's the window to the soul, and he's got them shuttered right now. Yeah, I'm not sure what the idea was. He'll probably explain it tomorrow in an Instagram post or a video or something. Why I chose to do this. Well,
I don't know, bro.
At least the blindfold matches the trunks.
You know what, man? I do kind of miss like when Melvin used to come out. Like when Melvin would come out, you kind of you'd perk up, or Kai would come out, you would kind of, you know what I mean? You would perk up in your chair, or Darren Charles.
Darren Charles, I was going to say, he was good too.
Oh, it would be something, you know what was coming, right? It's something great. It just, I don't know. It's a different generation.
Shout out to Fred Biggie Smalls.
Man.
He was very entertaining. He won Best Poser at this few years ago.
Oh yeah, like pick up some cash.
Yeah,
there was a time. We saw the time. No, wait.
Doing the split.
Very good.
Yeah. Right. If I could do that, I would do that everywhere. Everywhere I would do that. I would go to the all-you-can-eat buffet and do the splits for like while I was eating. That would be awesome.
Well, that was a tremendous display of not falling off the stage, which my clumsy ass probably would have done with blindfold on. Good job, Andrew.
Dude, he always gets mad about his music. Does he not know the
limit? There's got to be a time limit. You can't pose out there. Remember, you know who John Brown was. He was a Mr. Universe, guys.
Yeah.
He used to pose for like 8 to 10 minutes, and they didn't stop him. I would have stopped him. He was a great poser. He was more of a dancer than he was a poser, to be honest. But
I remember I had the '85 Olympia on tape. They literally cut it down to 3 minutes. It was good. It was nonstop, but it was more a few poses, a lot of dancing.
See, this isn't the Olympia. The Olympia he would have posed last. They would have give Mr. Olympia that honor, but he's the reigning Mr. Olympia. But this is the Arnold Classic, and it's just luck of the draw, whatever number you drew in registration, I guess.
Looked like he dried out a little bit.
Yeah, quads look better to me right now than they did last night.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Well, they said he left the door open, a big crack for Derek to walk through.
Yeah, looks like he's closing that bad boy right now.
He might have shut the door. I don't know. We'll find out in the confirmation round. He definitely looks better than he did last night, though.
Yeah, he does. That pose right there, the shoulders a little,
I mean, Derek's a good poser, but Samson's it's another level. It's mastery.
For a guy that size to move like that fluidly, it's beautiful. Like that's old school like posing.
306 pounds, and he can do all that. Come on now.
306 pounds.
Yeah.
That's humongous.
He does not have a bubble gut.
No. And the waist is still in check.
I mean, he almost pulled a vacuum right there in that double bicep.
Yeah. That's kind of Lee Haney-ish, that like crucifix pose.
Yeah. I always associate that pose with Lee because there was a couple iconic pictures of Lee doing that pose.
That's iconic, dude. That's a signature. That's a signature pose.
Samson brought it. He did. He needed to get better for tonight if he wanted to seal this, because a lot of if a lot of people online and guys, meatheads like us who've been around forever had Derek in the lead, he had to know that this win was not set in stone for him. He had to pull something out and come in better tonight, or else
somebody had to be in his ear, Ron, about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dude, you need to tighten up. I guarantee they kind of they did what they had to do to dry out tonight too. Right?
Well, it's his wife. His wife is his coach, Marlena.
He may have to suffer a little bit.
I heard
he get Gatorade.
Who's the woman commentating? Candace, is that her name?
That was Cindy Gillen.
Sidney Gillen. Okay, I'm sorry. So she had said he's one of the only pros with a wife coaching him. I wonder if there are any other pros. I'm not aware of it, but there very well might be.
I don't think so, is it?
Certainly not at this level. Certainly not at Mr. Olympia. Mr. Olympia has never had his wife as a coach.
No, I don't think any open men have that I can think of.
Yeah. So Sean didn't need to change a thing from last night.
No.
Let's see if he did. No, I mean he's got Boss of Outlaw guiding him.
And this is a very good look for Sean.
100%. I do. Do you see a little difference though in the quad size? The one that's on the right.
It's not as prominent as it was, but dude, right? He's 40. What is he? 41 now?
42, 44,
42?
42. I think
That's a 42-year-old man looking like that.
There's a whole flock of them that are 42. Now Andrew's 40, Bonak's 42, Brandon's 42. Yeah, I think Sean is also 42.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, and look at that. Look at Sean. That back, so rugged and thick.
It's a thick back from top to bottom, right?
He's a heavy trainer, man. I've seen videos of this guy putting every plate that a plate-loaded machine can hold and getting, 10, 12 really good, clean reps with it.
Dude, he trains his ass off, like hard, heavy, and basic stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like and you gotta respect that. Like that's what he does. He's a meathead. He's just a little meathead. I don't okay, not a little, but you know what I mean.
Well, he's 5'1". I mean, he's short, but I think I've seen him do incline dumbbell presses with 180s in videos before.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
That's at an off-season weight of what is he? Maybe like 210 in the off-season at the most.
Dude, that's just dumb.
Yeah, but look at that. This is what you get when you train like that. That grainy, hard, dense. Yeah,
that doesn't come from like a lot of pump stuff, man. That's not pump work. That's not a lot of machine work. That's hard training. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like really hard work. Putting in the work in the gym.
Well, he's in the right state now because Texas, where he lives now, that's where Ronnie, Branch, Johnny all trained.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Who we got? Bonak. Another. Everyone's over 40 so far. Last few guys.
It's like the Masters. It's the Masters contest.
I mean, imagine if those guys all jumped in the Masters Olympia. Goodness gracious.
Could you imagine? If the money, if they put enough money, I'm sure a lot of guys would. But that's a long flight to Japan, right? For depending on for how much money, the paycheck.
It's 20 grand. 20 grand.
Yeah.
Means Bonak might have been tighter last night. Now that I'm looking at him, yeah. I always look to the midsection. I look to the quad separation. Yeah, he was a little tighter last night.
You can see kind of like a little bit of loose skin on there in the lower lats a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks great though, right? But it's not obviously father time, but he looks great, man.
Oh, 100%. I mean, he's not that much. Like I said, 2022, right around then, 2021 and 22 were probably his best years.
Yep.
He was winning the Arnold Classic. 2022, he won Boston Pro after a lot of people thought he should have beat Brandon the week before at the Arnold.
Yeah, that was very controversial.
That was prime. That was peak William Bonak. This isn't far off that, but this is not that William.
No, it's good. It's very good. But again, man, we don't know like that 5th, 6th, 7th spot is going to be a dogfight too. So that's going to come down to a couple of different guys.
Sure. I mean, the fact that he's still hanging on and still probably a 5th place guy in the show.
Yeah. That's a good showing, man.
It's a great showing.
And he's going to. They said he's already confirmed for Detroit, so got a few more weeks to tighten it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Father time, man. He's a mother effer. But Williams doing a great job fighting him. He's putting up a hell of a fight against Father Time.
And he's doing. And listen, everybody can't be Dexter.
Great shot. Love his side bicep. Great shot for him.
That's a good showing for William, man.
Yeah. I don't like when they compare anybody to Dexter. There is never going to be another Dexter. That was a one-time thing.
That's a freak of nature anomaly.
Yeah, he was 51 when he retired, I think.
That's correct. I'm 51.
Yeah, I mean, because I always know he's the same age as me. He's actually like a month younger. I turned 56 this year. I believe he retired on stage 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, 2020 or 2021.
It was 20 or 21. It was one of those COVID years.
But 51 years old, like I can fathom dying right now.
To be in, he was on the Olympia stage at 51, and he had just won Tampa Pro a few weeks before. We were there.
That's crazy. Damn, that's genetic.
That was his 29th pro win that year.
That's freaking genetic.
Patrick Moore. I read his post today where he said he'd been taking diuretics all week and it backfired in a bad way.
You think?
Yeah, so he's probably whoever was coaching him. I assume that coach is fired. Yeah, look at that. He spilled. He overcorrected the diuretics, and now he spilled over badly.
Dude, I mean, this isn't the time to try stuff like that on the Arnold stage.
Well, that's the thing is you put your faith in a coach, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. So,
man,
yeah, he rebounded badly from the diuretics because that's the problem is your body always wants to get back to normal homeostasis. It does not want to do anything extreme.
And just knowing that, man, it's the worst is because there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
like there's nothing at all he can do.
Yeah, I feel because what are we gonna do? Not do the show tonight because he knew looking in the mirror, man, I screwed up, or me and my coach screwed up, but he's still like a trooper. He honored his commitment. He's right there on stage like he's supposed to be.
He didn't have bad fish.
No, that was Bill Heath at the 2010 Olympia, 2009. It was one of those years.
Bad LASIK fish.
Bad LASIK fish. No, it's tilapia. A bottom feeder fish. Cheap fish that eats its own poop. That's right. Talking about tilapia.
Yeah,
Patrick, still very symmetrical physique, great aesthetics. Just things went awry. Had a bad experience this weekend with his
listen, he knows what he's got to do. He knows how to fix it. It's just you got to correct it for next time.
I mean, he should hit these other shows. He should hit Detroit, Pittsburgh,
for sure.
New York. Why not?
Might as well, man.
I mean, this was a bust. So keep going, Patrick. You can look a lot better than this. We know you can. Justin Rodriguez.
He's got to be close to 42, 40 as well, right?
Oh, yeah. He's got to be at least 40. People are going to blast me. Why don't you know how old he is? You're supposed to know how old everybody is. I don't keep track. Most of them I do know the age. I know he's about 40. Got to be.
And again, father time, right? He doesn't have that muscle volume, that Justin that we're used to, that blasting full crazy taper. You know what I mean? Like busting at the seams look. So it's still a good show. It looks good, right? But not what we're used to seeing.
We've seen because we remember him a few years ago, like again, Boston Pro 2022 when he came very, very close to Bonac. Bonac beat him fair and square, but Justin looked amazing. He looked incredible that year, 2022.
When he walked out, I'm like, holy shit.
Jose reminded me of something is that we were at an amateur show in Connecticut where he did his first national qualifier. He won that because Boston Lloyd was in the show with him. I drove down to Connecticut to see the show, and Justin won that NPC show in, I don't know, Connecticut. They have like 3 or 4 shows a year, NPC shows, but it was one of those. And he was a damn good regional winner. I think he turned pro that same year, but that wasn't that long ago.
When you see guys like that at regional shows that just stand out like that, you're like, okay, he just doesn't belong here. Like we know this guy's gonna go somewhere, probably. You know what I mean? Like those guys, you see them backstage, you're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, but as a competitor, it sucks. But for the fans, it's like, wow, you're seeing somebody. Because then you're going to remember this guy's at the Olympia. Like, hey, I remember seeing that guy at the New England show or the East Coast Classic or whatever. I remember him when he won that. We knew he was going to do big things in the sport, and sure enough, he followed through.
And there you go. Look, it happens to everybody, man. It's just how long you want to keep going, right? Yeah. So I'm not sure how long, but again, you sometimes you want to do this till the wheels fall off because you're not going to be able to do it forever. But
Well, okay. Laura Lee. Wasn't that Laura Lee?
Yeah, was that
Yeah.
her
Chaparro?
husband?
I don't know, dude. I don't want to speculate.
All right.
Might
Yeah,
just be the
never
guy-
mind.
Yeah, it might just be the guy sitting next to her. I don't want to get in trouble
Ah.
speculating. All right, let's get back to the competition, guys. Carlos Thomas Jr. Has he sharpened up? Please say yes. From the updates on Instagram and stuff, it looked like he had, but you need to see him under this stage lighting because it's a whole different story.
And you know where I always look to, like when they turn to the side, that side glute
Yep.
is always a tell to how somebody's
It's
conditioned.
not- It's not there. It's not there. Yeah, he needed to be tighter than this.
Yeah, again, so he's learning on the go pretty much, man. Like he's just learned his body on the pro stage in front of everybody.
Second
Right.
pro show here at the Arnold Classic.
See and I mean, listen, you got to respect that, right? That's not nothing to sneeze at. That's hard. That's a lot of pressure, because just knowing the history of this. But like I said, he'll get better. Again, like it's hard, I'm sure, with his digestion. It's got to be challenging for them dieting down and like pulling water, everything, right?
Yeah. He has a great coach, Patrick Tour from Switzerland. Yes. He's one of those mad scientist genius types that he works with a lot of people, just like Boss of Outlaw, and he does a great job. So he's learned. I'm sure he's figuring out, and this has got to be a challenge, especially with the ulcerative colitis. It's got to be a bigger challenge than with most athletes, but they'll figure it out together. And he's going to come back. Like you said, what did you say? He's already on the roster for Detroit.
Yeah, he's already confirmed. So
all right, good. Let's keep going, Carlos. Ha! I know that guy. That's John.
He was bedazzled.
I know it. Alon. What's his last name? Powers. That's his name. He's done work for Dave before a lot.
Has he?
Yeah, out of New York City. Yeah, we should be there, Mike. Damn this. We should be there. All right, who we got? Shed. James. All right, James. What you got? It's always interesting to see how much changes in just 24 hours.
Because some guys, like I said, like Phil Heath did a damn good job pulling it off.
That's why they called him what? Mr. Saturday Night.
It was always like that, man.
It's odd because James has a great back. He just doesn't have much. The lats don't pop out much from the front.
I noticed that. I know it's very. He's very. There's nothing.
Side shot, awesome side try, awesome side chest. Love his side shots. Yeah, it's just not much of a V taper. He doesn't have a blocky waist either. It's the strangest.
No, not at all. Right. But when he's on, he wins shows. Right.
Yeah.
He qualified for the Olympia before, so it's just a matter of getting that time in. And apparently, he's doing multiple shows this year too. Again, he's another Detroit on the roster for Detroit as well. So that's gonna be a very good show. Those guys fighting off that lift qualification.
Yeah, he looks good. I don't want to say that he's off or anything. He came in really good condition. It's just
not at all.
There you go. That side try is a killer shot for him. Killer shot. Again,
dense,
like you said, shades of Dorian.
Yeah, he's so dense.
Flashbacks of Dorian when he hits that pose.
The dent, it's just you appreciate that look because like he busted his ass working with heavy weight, not doing singles, but like heavy, like Branch Warren type shit.
Yeah, he is a super, super strong guy, and that gives him an extra level of respect from a lot of the fans because
a
lot of fans they get really upset when they see somebody who's not as strong as they think they should be, or they use too many machines. Like Phil Heath used to get a lot of crap because he wasn't doing super heavy squats and deadlifts and barbell bench presses.
He wasn't doing Ronnie. Ronnie messing up everybody, dude. You think everybody should train like Ronnie Coleman?
Yeah, like Jay Cutler's quote, he said Ronnie ruined it for everybody. And that's what he meant. He was talking about his training style made a lot of fans think that that's how you need to train if you want to be the best. And not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to train like that.
And he was like one in a gazillion. He's like an alien. Like that's just not normal. What he did was not normal. Like he trains 6 days a week and does cardio at 1:00 in the morning.
That's right. And he only slept like 4 or 5 hours a day.
Yeah, that's just not right. Like that's like on the Michael Jordan, like generational type athlete, right? You can't compare anybody to that.
That's a great shot for him. That hand on hip most muscular. Yeah,
I
James.
like it. I like his look, man. It's just, again, it's just nailing it. Nailing it on that one day is the hardest thing in the world to do. Is getting your body perfectly peaked on that particular time, and people don't realize it.
I mean, I
Look,
think he did a good job. I
the
think he did
mayor.
pretty well. Yeah, there you go. Dan Dillon and Rob. What's up, Dan? Look at that shirt. I love
Like
it.
he's trying to look at the camera.
Well, Dan's retired. Dan is living his best life now. He's been retired from police department for like 10 years now. Oh, we
That's
got the.
hilarious.
Okay, was that it? Is that the?
Dude, is that all the guys? I think so. No, they do the contribution.
No, they didn't. The guy who won the amateur didn't get to pose yet.
Oh, well, yeah. Remember the guy? Maybe he didn't come back.
Husamadin didn't pose. Everyone else posed. Yeah, maybe he didn't come back, or maybe, God forbid, he
got sick. Maybe
you saw a girl died at the show, right?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
She wasn't competing.
No, she wasn't. I don't know what it was. So I don't know.
It's throwing up all day, and she got so dehydrated that she died from But I don't know why. If I'm throwing up like that, I'm going to the ER.
Quickly.
I probably didn't want to leave the expo, leave the show. I don't want to speculate. But 20, she was 20 years old, Mike. My God, that's
a child, dude.
That is awful.
That's terrible too, man. That's just awful.
I'm gonna guess this guy's not coming back if they're running commercials and everyone else.
Yeah, he might be like.
Yeah, they would have let him.
She's watching the show. That was the last person. So come back.
I mean, they were gonna. I don't think they told him not to come back. I'm sure it's either he couldn't or he decided not to, or something happened and he just couldn't make it.
I think something had to happen because you wouldn't this is Arnold Classic, man. Like you'd have to drag somebody off the stage, or you'd have to be in an ambulance to come back.
Yeah, I think. What are they going to go to now? Bikini or something? If they do, we're gonna take some calls. What the heck? What is this kid doing?
It's a different world, man. Really?
Yeah. Well. Okay. All right. Sure enough. Come on, Dan. No, Dan's posing too. Okay. They must be asking the people to pose.
Wow.
I don't think this many people would just be posing.
He took his shirt off. Dude took his shirt off.
A few people. I saw 3 guys did that.
Wow, man. Okay.
Oh,
hey, man, listen, I'm 50-something years old, Ron.
Yeah. 51, right?
Yeah, 51. I'll be 52 in
boy.
6 months. Holy shit.
I'll be 56 in September, God willing.
Oh, shit. God damn.
Or as they say in Arabic, inshallah. God willing. It's like all the Arabic I speak, because all the Camel Crew says that constantly. Inshallah. Inshallah just means if God wills it or God willing.
Dude, they were very intense. I mean, when Rami was competing, they were real intense at those shows, bro.
Oh, dude. Remember there would be like 20 of them together, sitting together?
Oh, my God.
All right, we can take some comments now, because if it lags, I'll just pop off and pop back on. Okay, let's take your comments. I hope no one's getting abused, and I have to delete them, block them.
Yeah, seriously. People be nice.
Well, who are we talking about? Samson won. Well, we don't know that yet. Crazy. He fits that much muscle in that frame. I think they're talking about Derek. I have to see Derek next Samson. Exactly. Andy winning. Delts completely overshadow his chest. Who are they talking about? I'm not
Samson
sure.
or Derek?
I don't know. Derek needs to improve his quads. Derek's got a really good chest, I thought. I said Derek yesterday, but Samson and Derek today. Huh? Well, we got to see. We got to see what happens. Derek wasn't as on as yesterday. I disagree with that.
He wasn't crazy dramatically different. Like you can't make super. I mean, you can get worse, right? But you're not. He wasn't that off to the point. He wasn't super flat to the point where he filled out like crazy, right? It came back the next day. He wasn't like that. He was in great shape Friday. And he maintained that pretty much that same shape today, which is what you're supposed to do. Like I say, if you're super flat, then you're gonna look crazy different the next day. You're gonna load up some carbs, you know what I mean? Some Humalog, fill out, you know what I mean, and do what you gotta do. But he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to dry out. He was fine.
Yeah. To me, neither one of them looks drastically different.
No.
Samson looks a little bit tighter. It's not dramatic.
Mm-mm.
It might be enough. This is interesting. Bonac midsection is wider. I don't think his midsection has actually changed. What I think has happened is he's lost some overall mass.
Yes.
So he's not as thick and full in the shoulders, chest, the upper back, the legs, which if you shrink all that down a little bit and your waist stays the same, it's an illusion. Now your waist looks wider than it. I don't think his waist has changed one bit, but
no, he's not as volumized.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that crazy muscle volume. So it's just.
It was weird, wired looking. I think even weird looking, like just blondes. What? This is what happened when you do talk to text people. It doesn't work. Looks bloated, but it's not. Where's Giles? Giles is asleep.
Giles is sleeping, man.
Yeah, well, it is. Let's see. It is 1 a.m. over there. Mark is in Thailand, so it's probably like Tuesday in Thailand right now. They're way ahead. Yeah, Williams side chest is crazy. Agree. Giles Holmes, Ron. We need a Boston Pro again. Oh, dude. As far as a Boston Pro, I will say this. I think the only chance it ever has to come back is if Jay Cutler puts it on in partnership with Nate Tello, who owns the Gym Hub, the gym where Jose trains people out of. Good friend of Jose's. Jose helped him turn pro a couple of years back. If those two put their minds and abilities and all that together, I think Jay and Nate could be the ones to bring Boston Pro back. So if you're listening, guys, I'm sure I'll be talking to them eventually. They're the ones who could get it back.
That'd be a hell of a combination. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jen, I don't think if he's not on now, I don't think he's going to wake up at 3 a.m. I don't think Giles is watching. He'll probably watch the replay. Patrick Love. You get the joke there?
Patrick was no.
Patrick Moore? Like Moore?
Oh.
Asshole. I mean, it's a joke at his expense, but still kind of clever. If Beiruz was in the show, man, well, he's not. So, yeah. Will Beiruz ever get a visa for the United States? That's the real question.
I don't know, bro. Like that's been going on. That's been going on for like years. You know what I mean? Like
4 years. He's qualified for the Olympia 3 times, and he hasn't been able to get here.
That sucks, man. That really does suck, man, dude.
Actually, he qualified more than 3. It was 3 years, but I think last year he won. Did he win 2? One of those years he won 2 shows, so he more than qualified. But
yeah, last year he won. I think he got 2 wins last year. He won Dubai or something else.
Patrick's back with Cito. Yeah, he won. He beat last year. He beat Nathan at one of the shows.
He did.
Europe had there were like 10 shows in Europe last year, easily.
There were a lot of different shows. Like you lose track of which one is which.
12:48 a.m. and okay. See, I'm behind. I'm behind on the time when I'm looking at these comments.
That
was 20. It was 15 minutes.
1 a.m. now. Pretty much 1 a.m. in the UK.
103. Beirut's not good enough. It's invite only. No, I don't think it's that. I think they didn't invite him because they probably. I'm guessing. I'm not speaking for the Arnold guys. Don't get that twisted. But he's had such issues with visa. I had heard that he had been in the Iranian military at one point as a young man, and I'm just saying this is what I heard. I don't know if this is true or not. And if you're trying to get a visa to the United States and you had ever been military in certain countries, you were, I don't know, like persona non grata. They're not letting you in. I don't know why. I hope that's not the case. If that's true, we're never going to see him here. Not with Trump in office now.
And man, like honestly, if I'm him, I'm just doing as many shows as I can in Europe. You know what I mean? If you get the visa for those countries, I'm saying screw it. I'm just taking everybody's qualification and made as much money as possible. Because I'm sure like that money goes a long way in Iran. I'm sure Hadi's living very well in Iran.
They have a statue of Hadi in his city.
He's a god, bro.
Literally a statue. Like we have statues of, I don't know, George Washington or something. They've got one of Hadi in his town.
That's great, man.
Yeah, this is live, Alna. Absolutely. Someone's telling us not to forget Albert Beckles. I don't forget Albert Beckles. He was originally from Barbados, started competing in the late 1950s, I think, and he was competing all the way through. I think he was going till the early 80s. No, what am I saying? Till the mid 80s.
No, 91. He won a show in 91. Remember? He
right.
won, I think, Montreal in 91, and then he did the 91 Olympia.
I think he kept going a couple years beyond that because I remember seeing him at Niagara Falls, and that was like 92 or 93.
Yeah, because he was at the 92 Olympia as well. I mean,
Yeah.
he was there. He was in Pumping Iron.
Yeah. Albert was, that's right. He was in, so when they were showing the judging for the World Amateur Championships, the Universe,
Yeah.
which that's what Mike Katz was there to compete in. That's what Ken Waller was there for. They held that the same day in the same venue as the Olympia in Pretoria, South Africa. Albert Beckles was in that. Someone else was in it too.
You know what's funny, dude? Danny Padilla was supposed to be in that show, but
Right.
they said when he got there, they said no, you can't compete because they wanted to do the whole Mike Katz T-shirt thing.
Yeah.
So that's why Katz was in the show and Padilla wasn't.
And I think if I remember correctly, Danny had been born in Puerto Rico, which is a U.S. territory. He tried his best to compete for Puerto Rico since they wouldn't let him compete for U.S. because it was all tied into the movie and they didn't want to wreck their plot line for their,
Shit was off back then, man. That was just
pseudo documentary.
Some shady shit.
Yeah, dude, there was some fuckery back in the day.
It was terrible, man.
Spanish. I hope Carlos tightens up. Well, Raymond, he's got time till the next show.
Yes. Oh yeah.
There's nothing he can do now. It's too late. He wasn't as lean as he needed to be, but like I said, he should keep going. This was a tough show. If he keeps going, he hits Detroit, hits Pittsburgh, maybe New York too. He's got like, with those shows, he has like 6 to 12 weeks in that span of time to hit all those shows.
And then Detroit's March 29th, so that's 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Samson, Derek, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been saying. Samson, Derek, Andrew for like 2 months now. It might turn out. I actually hope we get a surprise, Mike.
I do too. Like at this point, man, you know what it is? I got no like emotional ties to any of these guys, right. And it's just you can enjoy it now because you're not like a super fan. I'm a fan, but not like that dude in the '90s that was biased towards certain guys. So, shit, man. If Andrew won, let's talk about that for 3 months. It's good talking points, and it's good for the sport, man. Just the judges are picking the best physique. So the trust you have now in the judging is just ridiculous because there's no funny business going on. It's just straight regular judging. No, no shady stuff at all. Oh crap! I think I lost Ron. So I'm gonna keep talking. Yeah, Jasara's quads are crazy. So I'm not sure where Ron's at. He just disappeared. So it's just me chilling right now. Not really a fan of bikini. Can't really see your chat, but I don't know. As of right now, I'd say that Lunsford's winning. Or it's maybe, I don't know, tied. Who knows? This is hard. This is harder than I thought.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Here we come.
Sorry about that, guys. A little glitch.
That's all right, dude.
You did a great job. I could hear you the whole time, Mike.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Do you want full transparency? I had to pee.
That's great.
Yeah, for those of you who are younger, you can hold your pee for hours and hours.
Yeah, not so much.
Oh, dude, I don't want to wear Depends to do a live stream.
And you definitely would hate to fly because if you fly, like the idea, like those bathrooms, I'm so claustrophobic. I remember the last time I was on the plane, I didn't shut the door all the way because I was so. I'm like, oh my god, what if I get locked in this bitch?
Yeah, should I embarrass myself and tell a terrible bathroom lavatory story?
Yeah, do it, bro. Whatever. Nobody's
all right. What the hell?
I
don't know where I can't remember where I was coming from. All I remember is I blew up that bathroom. Like, destroyed it. Just diarrhea, whatever. I didn't make a physical mess all over the place, but I really was like, I wish I had a can of Lysol with me right now, and I didn't. And I opened the door, and there's like 2 people waiting, and I'm like, oh,
damn,
walk of shame. So
that's fucking hilarious.
I overshare. That's TMI. So that's a good comment about Carlos. Rami quads. I agree.
Yeah, they're huge, and they look legit. There's no like funny business with the squad. They're just
No.
yeah. He's
I
just genetically gifted like that.
I saw him do. There was a grand opening for 2 of the Carbon Culture gyms. So the first one was a smaller gym. And that was 20 whatever. I came to the second one. So Brandon Curry had opened up the second one that was in his Murfreesboro, the suburb of Nashville that he lives in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Carlos was training legs that day at the grand opening. He did a drop set on hack squats, starting with 8 or 9 plates aside. He did like 12 reps with that, and they were just taking one plate off, and he kept going. He ended up going, I bet he did like 150 reps. You know, he would just take like a couple breaths, and he would keep going. And his quads, I just watched him blow up after. By the time he was done with that, you know, he couldn't walk. His quads were too pumped, but he worked hard. He has genetics, absolutely, but that guy trains his ass off to have legs like that.
And people don't realize, like, those guys, they're genetic free. They work hard, but they're genetic freaks, man. Like, they just respond a little differently than the average human being. You know what I mean? It's a little different how they respond.
Yeah, I mean, they respond well to everything.
Yeah,
PEDs included.
Food, just everything, man.
Yeah, they were born for this, as we say.
Yeah. Like bodybuilding, they just found them. You know what I mean?
Look at this troll. Come on, that guy 6. Why are you talking about Wes Watson? I actually saw Wes Watson. Do you know who Wes Watson is, Mike?
Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar.
So I was in Miami, visiting my daughter back for Christmas and New Year's, and he was there at that gym, Elevation Fitness. So I ended up seeing him like 3 times in real life, and he walked right past me a couple times. He didn't know who I am, and that's fine. That's good, probably, because this is when all that was going on, the whole controversy.
Oh, no shit.
And he ended up getting in that big fight that he was charged with assault right after.
Assault charge, dude.
Yeah, that was the day. I think I was there. I wasn't there when that happened, but I was there the next day, and I saw him go up to the gym owner to say, "Oh, sorry, bro," and apologize and everything. But the funny thing about it is they're trying to troll him and say he's lying about being 6 foot. He's only 5'8" or whatever. I'm a touch under 5'8", and he walked past me. He was every inch of 6 foot at least. Not that
really.
It's just people will say anything on the internet.
People had no clue. They had no clue, dude. I think Angelica's retired. This is her last show.
Right. Angelica Teixeira, I think you say it.
So we got this, and then what? Like
physique. Yeah, I have to apologize. Yeah, I wouldn't say that James and Dorian are on the same level. No, it's just he reminded me of him in that one pose. That's all. All these guys bring the crowd energized like Hottie.
I mean, really, we're not there. Like you can't hear what's going on there, right?
Yeah, I have the volume off. Who knows? They might be going bonkers. James is the most blessed to rise. He puts in the work. Was this when he was still on? I think these were all posted while he was still posing.
Yeah,
that's why we love him. Yeah, Samson with the little bag of gold or something. Is that the icon? It's a money icon.
Bling bling, son.
Why are we talking about Hottie? He's not in the show.
He must be from Iran.
This is true. Ronnie was huge before roids. Yep. Yeah. That's he turned pro naturally, is what most people will never believe.
And you remember, like Eddie Robinson was a grown ass man, like as a teenager. Him, Sean Ray, those guys were like, they were teen national champs, but they were like men.
Like if you Google teenage nationals winners and look at the pictures of guys like in the late 80s into the early 90s, still they were better than a lot of the guys turning pro and open now. And we're just talking about guys winning teenage nationals where you don't get a pro card out of that.
Shane Demora was 19 when he turned pro.
Yeah, that's right. And what's his name? Cody. What's Cody's name?
Montgomery.
Cody Montgomery won it 3 years in a row. Overall, age 17, 18, and 19, he won that thing.
That's nuts. Remember, like he was very hyped up too.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah,
he was getting overlooked. Yeah.
No, they're not.
Let's talk about Sean's chest. Oh, I didn't know whose chest you were talking about.
Oh,
Sean Clarita again. You got to put in James, honestly, to bring up his weaknesses. All back needs way more width and thickness. I just don't think he has wide clavicles and scapula. James is not a super wide guy, just like Heath wasn't, but Heath put so much mass on. And
and he had to, dude.
You know what? The thing is, people say Phil had narrow clavicles. Nobody with narrow clavicles gets the Olympia, the Arnold. Nobody. He had average clavicles. We're talking about. Look, someone like a Samson or an Andrew, Marcus Rule.
Rule.
Nasser. These guys had super wide barn door clavicles, the bone structure. Then they put on all this mass on top of that, muscle mass.
Which made it look crazy wily. Paul Dillette was just insane.
Yes. So this is a report on the young lady that passed. It was a report she had electrolyte imbalance due to dehydration and went to cardiac arrest. No, I know. I saw that reported numerous times. It's just I don't understand how that could have happened. That's I can't wrap my mind around. Especially because even the expo has EMTs and stuff stationed regularly everywhere. There's a whole team of medical professionals at this show. So that could not have happened. Should not have happened. Bikini woman walks so dramatically. Well, they work it. That's part of it. They put the sass in that walk. Derek was on point. Legs and overall, yeah. The ass is lagging? Whose ass?
Really?
Does Nick Walker place top 2? I don't know. Probably wins it. Probably. It's him and Martin. It's the big showdown. Yeah. Who else? Didn't someone else just announce they were doing it too, though? A big name?
Chris doing New York. And I think Nick Zilla, New York too.
I mean, he's good. I'm not really concerned about him beating Nick or Martin.
Regan is doing one of those, I think, too.
Martin's going to beat him, though. Yeah, he could beat him.
Martin's good. Martin's legit, man. Martin's no joke.
I was at New York Pro last year, and I could have given that show to Martin. I could have given it to him.
He gets that age where everything's probably clicking for him too. That 27 where you just feel awesome, everything just works good. You're a Superman.
Yeah. Oh, Christian. So what's going on with the screen glitching? It's glitching because if I'm on this screen putting comments up, it glitches and there's a lag. If I just go to like right now, stop glitching, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's moving. It looks fine now, right? When you're watching it.
Yep.
On my stream. But look, if I go back to the StreamYard where I can put your comments on, then it starts glitching again. Annoying trying to knock one out. Go to Pornhub, dude. That's what I don't understand OnlyFans when Pornhub is free. I don't get it.
No kidding. Why?
Because the oldest could be professional. The one contest won 50s. Yeah. In fact, think about Albert. Rich Gaspari's first pro show was, I think, 86 Night of Champions. And he took
85 Night Champions. 85.
And he took second place to Albert Beckles. Albert won.
Yeah. God damn.
And Rich was 22 years old. And Albert
22 years old, man.
And Albert was like 57 or something at that point. Juice Monkeys, how dare you, John? And your name is a Bible verse. Come on now. Just be more fun. Derek looked cut and massive overall. Oh, it's me. It's Ron. I didn't know I was on the chat. Yes, John, they use steroids. We know this. Come on.
No, they don't. Come on.
Samson from back is Joel. I think he means to say
Samson.
I know he means Samson, but does he mean his back is a joke or does he mean it's swole? It's hard to say because he wrote Joel. What's Joel mean, dude?
I love this shit.
What do I think about Lee Prist? He's a cool guy. Derek. Nick is not beating Andrew, Ron.
Well,
Andrew who? No, I didn't think he would. He has beat him before. He has beat him. Yeah, he's beat him in the past, so don't rule it out, Kevin. Lee Prist is bad piece of man? What?
Like bad isn't good?
I think he means bad. Apparently he doesn't like Lee. I had some woman Instagram message me because you remember he had a post where he was saying there's too many pros, everyone gets a pro card, blah, blah. she's a pro in a natural organization, and she somehow that deeply offended her. She took that as a personal offense, and she's like, why do you have him on your show or your channel? He's a jerk. He's an a-hole. Like, I'm going to turn down Lee Priest. If I ask him to come on,
man,
come on.
It's Lee Priest. We can say no.
Ron, what?
He
was so good. Ron mentioned Samson Derek, but not Andrew. Oh, he's always placed higher than Andrew. Yeah, I trying to remember a time when Andrew was beaten. I don't think Andrew's ever beat Nick.
I don't think he has either. I don't think he has.
Not yet. No, not yet. I think he beat him. He beat him at the 22 Olympia. I think that's the only time they've competed against each other.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And the Arnold 1 year, right? Is it the Arnold 1 year?
Yeah, you're right. It was the 23 Arnold where Nick took second to Samson.
And Andrew was third, right?
Andrew was third, yeah. It was, So it was Samson, Nick, Andrew. So thus far, Andrew has never beaten Nick yet. Not to say that he can't.
But listen, all those guys are so close, man. Anything's possible. You can never say never. Hey, Lieberman.
Where's Lieberman?
I'm sorry. I'm ahead. I'm like a few minutes ahead.
Oh, Dave Lieberman. An Ohio guy. He puts on the natural Northern Ohio for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. No, at least
I did a show before it was natural, like in '95.
What was it called then?
It was the Ohio Governor's Cup. I won the overall at like 152 pounds. I was like, wow. Yeah.
What year was your last show, Mike?
2016.
Wow, not that long ago. Yeah. Mine was 2013, so you're retired a lot less time than me. 3 years anyway.
Yeah, you get old. It's just and plus your body just like you can't do it anymore.
Well, you won. Didn't you win the overall?
I won the overall.
Yeah, you won. You were light heavy?
I won the light heavy and the masters overall too. Yeah, I was like 192, I think. 192.
Yeah, you
were weighed in.
Damn good, man. I would have killed for your arm.
But I did dumb shit for that prep. Dude. I was like doing like too much T3, like fish, no carb. It was just stupid. It was just dumb. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
Kevin's a local guy. I've trained him a couple times. He's getting over an illness, and we're going to train a couple more times. But he's not a Nick fan. I can see that right now.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Well, not everyone is. You don't have to be a fan of anybody. You can. Didn't you see Giles tour with Lee Priest? Yeah. Yeah. Giles did a tour with Lee. They hit, I think, 12 different gyms in like 14 days. They were all over UK, all over England. I think they went to Wales, Scotland, Ireland, that whole United Kingdom. And he was selling out everywhere they went. There was crowds everywhere they went to talk to Lee.
That's insanity. And it's funny, dude. He's been retired for so long, and he's still popular.
Yeah,
he's still super popular. You know what I mean?
He's still relevant.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Like like the social media, because kids, they don't remember seeing him compete on stage. Right. But the social media, like, oh, Lee Priest, he just says crazy shit. We love him.
Well, he's to his credit, he doesn't say no to too many podcasts, which is
no.
He's very generous with his time, which is rare.
Yes.
I'm not going to drop you. Someone said you need to get an interview with Sam Sulek. I said, you know what? It'd be easier for me to get an interview with Donald Trump than it would be Sam Sulek.
Yeah.
Slightly easier.
He doesn't do any interviews. I haven't seen him do any interviews at all.
Why would he?
No.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
He's got his channel. He's got almost 4 million subscribers on YouTube. That is insane.
Jesus Christ.
In every video, minimum of like, I'd say the worst videos in terms of views that he gets are like 300,000, and he gets many that are in the million range.
See, that blows my mind. Yeah. That's just absolutely insane.
Let's see what Jen says. Yeah, well, we're still talking about Nick Walker here. He's gone.
Okay, damn.
No.
Poor Nick. Dude, he's got to look awesome. He's gonna have to like show out, come that Pittsburgh show.
Yeah. So how long till open class, bros? So they've done the posing routine. I think after these guys do their individuals here, I think they're going to do I bet they do the confirmation round for open. They break it up. The very last thing of the night is the awards for open. So I don't know if they're going to do the confirmation round and just come back later for awards.
We got to do the Mike Katz thing too.
Oh, he's got to get the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
You know what they stopped doing at the Arnold was they used to have these like novelty acts, like Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, remember those?
Yeah, which is
That was
fine.
badass.
They were cool, but let's get the show going.
They would do like the crazy aerobats where they were like bouncing each other's legs and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah. Danielle, as far as the screen, like I said, if I want to show no lag, I can't be on the same screen as I am when I'm putting the comments on. As soon as the men's open come back, I'm going back to the main screen where I'm on it, where it's just me and Mike talking, and there's no more comments. But we'll get there. Damn, Ron. Oh, was that probably in response to my poop story? Probably. Yeah, that was awful. Akeem looks great, but his Latin search is throwing me off. Yeah, they're very high, Kevin. They're very high.
But you know what? Like at this point, dude, like we know we're getting the game. Like we know that.
Oh, I miss Jen. Jen says everyone loves when the conversations turn to shit. I mean, dude, poop is always funny. Farts are always funny. I mean, certain things.
Forever.
They're
it's forever funny.
Akeem, crazy biceps. Yeah. Akeem got amazing arms and legs. Great on that guy.
Still.
Update on what, Amit?
What you need?
Yeah, all we've had so far is the posing routines for the competitors in the open. They're going to come back soon for a confirmation round, and we'll watch that live with no lag, I promise. Dauda easily.
Hello.
Derek back is increase. I mean, it got bigger, I guess. Yeah.
Incredible. Yes, it is.
Genetics are key. Yes, they are.
People don't realize that. That's
Booty
just all.
Booty show. I think they were talking about bikini was still on at that point.
No.
So Jeffrey, this is what's going on. They break it up into segments so that nobody leaves or stops watching the show. So the first thing they had was the posing routines for the guys. Then they had some other division will come on and do their thing. I think we're going to see a confirmation round with the open guys soon. Then they'll probably do confirmation round for the other divisions tonight, which is bikini and men's physique. And then finally, it's going to be awards. They'll probably just do awards for all three in a row. And they'll save open for the very end because it's the most prestigious. The only time I've ever seen open not be the last thing was at that Boston Pro.
What was last classic?
They finished open. Bonac won. And then they brought out the classic guys, and they did
leave or they stayed.
Some people did leave, not too many. But I was like, "What is going on here? This is like Bizarro World. You can't do that."
No, that's like sacrilegious.
But they did. More female categories.
Yeah. They don't know the rules, bro.
Female categories. Let's see how many female categories we have now. We have Fit Model, which we haven't had a pro show for Fit Model yet, but Fit Model is a new female pro category.
No, they did. Actually, they had a show a couple weeks in California. They had their first Fit Model show.
So they had the first regional show, and they've already had.
Yeah. Not a pro show. You're right.
But they have had their first pro qualifier for it. It was in Japan, and the same girl who won the show in Nevada, Angie Miranda, in Las Vegas, she went over there and won that. So she is the woman who won the very first NPC Fit Model show is also the first winner for their pro show.
Oh my God.
Or their first pro, I should say, in that model. So Fit Model, bikini, fitness, figure, women's physique, bodybuilding. Did I miss any? I feel like I missed one.
No.
Fit Model, bikini, figure, women's physique,
fitness,
bodybuilding. That's 6 divisions.
6 divisions.
Oh, wellness. Yeah, I did. I forgot wellness. 7 women's divisions. Wow. What do we got? What do we got for men in the pros? 3. That's right, 3.
I don't know. What do you do? Like you can't. have at the Olympia, you gotta figure it out. That's just a long, long show, man.
But what are you going to do? You know, I mean, you can't. The Olympia has to give equal time and attention to all divisions. They have no choice.
Yeah.
You know,
You know what Bob said have a cut round like the Nationals back in the day. Have a cut round.
I heard that was like tossed around, and no, there's not going to be a cut round. So I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to have to be more of the same. It's going to be a late show. It's a lot of people.
80 like classic guys.
Yeah, I mean, when I told you, we were talking about last night when I looked at how many pro shows there were per division. Some of those divisions had 70, 80, 90 shows that would qualify them for the Olympia. So you said bikini wouldn't have so many because Ashley Kaltwasser will win like 40 of them. But
exactly. Right?
What about the other divisions? Oh no.
Yes, dude, and Jake's got to pay. Well, they reimburse all that, but that's still a lot of people flying over from all over the world, man.
I think I remember talking briefly to Tarek Elgani's wife, Heather, and she was telling me this a couple of years ago at the Olympia, just the air flights alone for the competitors, forget about the hotel and the per diem that they get for meals. The airfare alone was like $600,000.
Oh my God.
That's how much they spent it was like 320 athletes in the show. And I don't know if they have to fly like a +1 with them too, if everyone gets to bring a coach or a wife or husband or whatever. I don't know.
Damn, bro. That's insane.
Golden Erection Award. What?
Thank you.
I think he meant, well, the lady in red's long gone. We're on men's physique. And Jen Sellett then like it's funny. Derek looks flat. I don't think he looked flat at all.
Not whatsoever, dude.
Kai Green's comeback is he's coming out with like a new supplement company or something. Yeah. That was his big comeback. Derek looks flat now. Are you watching a different stream or something? Yeah, apparently. Once or twice. Now we got TRT questions. My doctor twice a week before I get too sore from injections, so I do once a week. I do them every 4th day. So if tomorrow is my next injection, it's a Sunday. So my next one would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. That's how I do it. Because twice a week, the week's got 7 days. So how do you do that? I guess you could do like a Monday and a Thursday or something, but
Thursday.
I go on. Are you on TRT, Mike? I don't even know.
Yeah, when I remember it, like I'll do. I'm terrible. Like I'll do like sometimes I'll do like 3 weeks in a row. Then I'll be like, I'll do it. Then it's like 14 days and like 20 days. I'll do a shot today. It's just I just hate doing the shot. I started doing subcutaneously, just like 0.1 cc every 0.1 every for 5 days with 100 unit insulin.
Yeah, I mean, I do a show, guys, called Ask Dr. Testosterone on this channel, and he answers those with far greater expertise than I could.
Exactly.
He's a medical doctor, and he's a bodybuilder. He's competed. He's done gear himself, so he's very much in tune with all that. But we've talked about TRT. If you want to keep pretty stable blood levels, so he's not as much into that as Dr. O'Connor. O'Connor's more into microdosing. Doing it every day or every other day. I think Dr. T, he believes it's fine to do if cypionate or an enanthate just once a week because they're longer acting.
Right, exactly.
They do have longer half-lives. They stay in your bloodstream faster. For me, I think I'm fine with every 4th day.
Yeah, that's not bad. You know what I mean?
Where are we at? How far?
We just did they finished up those dudes.
Sam Sullick has not been with Hostile for over a year, I think. He's not with any supplement company, and I could bet you good money he's going to come up with his own supplement line very, very soon, and he'll make a ton of money. Sam's views.
He's smart.
What does it mean his views have dropped? I mean, if his views have dropped, it's probably because they were at a high point while they were watching him prep and watching him win, and now it's not as exciting. He'll go. He's not going to Darker Central. I think Derek will win.
Does he ever like interact with his fans at all, or he just like post shit?
I don't know, but I don't. When you have 6.5 million people on your Instagram, I'm sure he's not answering DMs. And
no.
I don't know if he gets comments in there or not. I mean, if you have 30,000 comments on a post, you're going to sit, you'd be there that would be your whole life, is just answering comments all day. So
I bet some kid, he would make some kid's life if he liked something, like one of his posts or shit like that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Here's a question for you, Mike. Kevin Levrone prime, could he beat Samson, Derek, and Andrew?
Dude, come on. Seriously?
I say yes.
Oh, yeah. Dude, come on. Prime Kevin, like that 97 Grand Prix Kevin, when he was winning all those shows. Can you imagine? These guys are good, but we saw Kevin, like we saw Flex, we saw Nasser. So these guys are, I'm not saying they're bad. It's just they were something special, man. Like Levrone was just how he posed and how he presented himself in his side chat. And when he was really on, there was a lot of shit going on in his physique, man.
He was damn good. I mean, he got second place 4 times at the Olympia.
4.
It
dude.
Was, twice to Dorian and twice to Ronnie, I believe.
Yeah. Two Arnold Classic wins, 94 and 96. Arnold Classic win. Jesus, that's a hell of a run, man.
Rookie year, he won Night of Champions, and there was like 42 guys in the show. Yeah, Night of Champions, which is sort of morphed, became the New York Pro, because Wayne DeMilio owns the name Night of Champions. I don't know if they're doing this. I'll stop the lag. Yeah, that was a tough show. That used to have anywhere between 35 and 45 pros, and there was no 212. It was just all one big group of guys. And you'd see guys that were like 180, 190 pounds doing very well up against 250, 260 pound guys.
And I remember like when Kevin was on like American Muscle Magazine, he was training. Yeah, he looked absolutely insane. That blew my mind as a kid.
Yeah, I remember him because I filmed the workouts with him.
Did you really?
Yeah, he nuts. Because I remember right after he won nationals, he came out to LA and did photo shoots, and we shot him down at the Golds in Fullerton, where Sean Ray and Troy Zucolato used to train. Yeah, and that became Milos bought it a few years later, and it was Coliseum Gym for a few years.
Yeah, right.
But that's when we made him wear the Musclemania tank top, the Musclemania hat.
Yeah.
And he kept saying he had a catchphrase, "Pump up the volume," because I think that song was a big hit, "Pump Up the Volume" by Mars.
Oh man.
He spit on the camera by accident because he was like, "Pump up." When he teased, the spit would fly. Samson was
that was great, man. That was insane. He looked nuts.
Yeah.
Like absolutely nuts.
Would you say Samson was a water buffalo at this show?
Not quite. Come on. He was so fucking dramatic.
He could have been tighter, but no, it wasn't a water buffalo. Thank you, Truth Seeker. Yeah, I mean that's the thing about doing a watch party is we have to sit through whatever they're doing, and
we're at the mercy of the show.
We're at the mercy of the show. I mean, I don't want to disrespect any divisions, but if you're here to just see open, it's kind of like going to a music festival, and you're there to see your favorite band, but you probably have to sit through 5, 6, 8 other bands before you get to see the band you came to see. It's very, very similar to that.
It's like it's appetizer, but all this stuff is like the appetizer for body, right? Yeah. The main course.
Strongman, no. Did anybody watch the Strongman? I have no idea.
I mean, I watched a little bit of it. It's what they do is just absolutely insane, dude. Like all the crazy lifts, and no, I'm good.
Dude, I remember
they have to be beat up. Their bodies are not beat up.
Was it the year Shaw won that he proposed to his fiance? He proposed to his girlfriend on stage.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember the event was they had this ramp that went all the way across the stage.
Yep.
And at the bottom of the ramp, there were like heavy wooden blocks, all like, I don't know, nailed together, whatever. It was like 1,000 pounds or something. I don't know, 800 pounds. It was fucking heavy. I want to say it was 1,000 pounds. They had to get inside it, and it had, it was like a farmer's walk with this thing. They were inside this giant wooden heavy structure, and they had to go up the ramp as fast as they could and dump it I don't think did they have to bring it back down? I don't know.
No, it was timed going up. It was timed.
Yeah, and he did it the fastest. And when he got done, and I think that was the last event, and he won. And then he asked his girlfriend to come up on stage, and if he had the ring in his sock or something, I don't know. He proposed to her on live pay-per-view after just winning the Arnold Strongest Man. So it was a moment. It was Shaw, wasn't it? Or was it Derek Poundstone? I think it was Shaw.
I think it was Shaw.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't just get the wrong guy. I know it wasn't.
Was it Derek Poundstone?
Was it Derek Poundstone? It might have been. I know they look nothing alike. It's just that's how little I follow strongman guys. I'm sorry.
But it was a romantic. No matter who did it, it was a romantic gesture that was appreciated. They would never forget.
Yeah, and she was whoever this guy and the fiance. She looked like a little infant next to him, like most people. Yeah, these guys. I remember being backstage with Hapthor, Brian Shaw, a couple of the other guys. I don't know why I had to be in close proximity to them, but it was just so humbling because they are truly giants. Like their hands are the size of catcher's mitts.
It's a different level of human being, bro.
Dude, they're wearing like size 18 shoes, sneakers. Their heads are the size of big buckets. It's insane.
Dude, when we saw Shaq a couple years ago, it was just I thought, now imagine this big dude running down towards you on the court. We're trying to like guard this man. He's a giant of a giant, dude. It's just insane how big Shaq is a person.
Yeah. Was the fitness industry? I only have one Shaq story. Some people have better Shaq stories, but I was waiting to get into me and my wife Janet, we were in Vegas years ago. This is probably like 15 years ago, waiting to get into a nightclub. Mike Katz is getting his award now. We've been waiting in line a good 2 hours to get into this place in Vegas. And I see Shaq and his entourage walk right past. Obviously, they're going to let Shaq in. And I'm like, God damn it. It's freaking Shaq. I mean, I'm here like 2 or 3 hours, and this guy just waltzes right in. He ended up, they let him into the DJ booth for like 40 minutes to just screw around too. He's actually a pretty good DJ. He's not bad.
He's not bad. He's actually not bad. You know what I mean at all.
This could be a whole show. Was the fitness industry better in the 90s now or with social media? It was a lot smaller, I'd say, than social media opened it up to a whole worldwide audience.
It was more intimate. It was like a fraternity back then.
But we were real fans. When I say real fans, we went to the contests. We bought the magazine. We had an investment in it. Time, money. We put time and money into being fans.
It's a passion, dude. It's more like
this is all you need right now to follow the sport. One of these, and you're good.
Yeah, like you had to wait till the magazines come out or go to the newsstand to read them, and it was like Christmas every month, waiting for that Flex or like MD to come to your door. Yeah. And I remember I would read that from cover to cover. Dude, when you got it, like the hard time. Peter McGill's Kyle's Hard Times. Let's write to Hard Times, see what's going on. Yeah, the gossip columns, because we did. That's a good point, because now everyone's got their YouTube channel, their Instagram. We know every little thing these people do, everything that happens in their lives. Back in the day, we had gossip columns in the magazines. Kennedy's, there was a few different ones in Muscle Mag. Steve Lee's had his.
Muscle Beach Calling or something was his.
Don Ross had his too.
Yeah, Don Ross, the Ripper, God bless him. And Lonnie Teeper had News and Views in Iron Man.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking great. Like it was so far behind. It was months behind.
Dude, it was 6 to 8 weeks. So if somebody got divorced or arrested or whatever, maybe you heard about it through the grapevine, like people calling each other. But we'd say this all the time. We used to call gyms the day after the Olympia, the morning after, or the Arnold. Do you guys have the top 10 for the Olympia? Because there was no way to know. The magazine
would answer the phone with the actual order of the Olympia. They would just answer the phone like that, so everybody would call them. Oh, yeah. Great. People don't realize how great it is now, man. Like all this information is, like you said, it's on your phone. Everything you need is on your phone. You don't have to there's no more trial and error. You research it. There's no more let me try eating this and see how it works. Let me try this. It's just, all right, well, so-and-so said this. And you can Google everything. There was no Google. Yeah. I've been arguing with people about the Sam Sulek thing because I have nothing against Sam. I think he's a cool kid. I like him a lot. I'm sure we get along great. I'm old enough to be his dad for sure. My kids are both older than him.
But does he have great genetics, like to be a great pro? No, he does not. No. I mean, he's got very good genetics for compared to the average person, but there are levels to this, guys. There are levels. If you put him, I saw someone post his side chest next to, I think it was Sommerfeld on one side and Sebum on the other side, and they were legitimately thinking he's at that level. No, he's not. I'm sorry. He doesn't have it. No.
It's not, and it isn't. He's a bodybuilder. He's not a classic physique. He's not a classic physique competitor. Yeah. He has a bodybuilder's physique, and that's what he would have to do. He just kind of fit in to bodybuilding. And he knew he would do better in this division, and so that's smart. Listen, if you know you do what you got to do. Why could you in another class and get your ass kicked? He came here, he won. Nobody else. I mean, people had a chance to show up.
Sure,
they chose not to. Right? He chose this show. People knew he was doing the show, so you can't be mad at the kid. He did what he had to do. He dieted. You know, he won.
Yeah, I mean, and I said this last night, but I got into it because Sean Ray predicted he would win, and I argued. I said, no, there's no way he's going to win Arnold Amateur because, I had gone to the Arnold Amateur to cover it with Giles years ago. We're talking like 2011, 12, and 13, and the level of competition in Arnold Amateur back then was much, much higher than it is today.
Crazy.
It was like the freaking Mr. Universe up there. Literally, that's what Rolly Winkler got his pro card there.
Morgan Ash turned pro there, didn't he?
Yep, you're right. He did.
And he's a giant.
Dude, literally, he's like 315 on stage, that guy.
Dude, I saw him in Tampa, like going to the weigh-in. He had big feet. Everything was just big. You know what I mean? Like Fred Flintstone type size feet, man. Just a giant human being. It just flipped me out. Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. Insane.
One last Leveroni. So I remember we did that workout with him in Fullerton, and that was November because he had just won nationals. He came back in the spring of '92, and he won. He didn't win his pro debut. He got beat by Porter Cottrell.
Chicago, yeah.
I think it was Chicago. And Kevin said it was the first time he had ever flown on an airplane in his life. He didn't realize it would make you hold water. And that's how Porter, who was $195, great bodybuilder, but much smaller than Kevin.
Way smaller.
Let's just say Porter never beat Kevin again after that.
Dude, that's crazy.
But he came in and he won Night of Champions like a month later. Yeah, Chicago in the early spring. It was a different time. Anyway, he came out to LA again for photo shoots, and we shot him at a place called, I wonder if it's still there. It was called Marina Athletic Club.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was in Marina del Rey. We liked it because they had a big outdoor area. It was like open air. It had like those big garage doors. So there was a lot of natural light. And he had just won Night of Champions, and he looked like just freaky. You remember the condition he was in when he won Night of Champions in '93?
Dude, it was so detailed and deep. Like the side chest, his chest was so feathered. It was crazy looking, insane.
Yeah,
God damn.
I think he got down to, I think he was like 220 for that show, but just face was just cheeks. You could stick a fist in, eye sockets like a skull, every little muscle fiber.
Sunk down, man. Like it was just that kind of condition you just don't see anymore. That's just old school shit, bro. Old school condition.
Not two. It's not like you, Jen, to not finish a sentence.
Run not to.
I'm only nine minutes behind the chat now. I'm getting better. Do you think Rami with 2020 physique? God, everybody wants to do these hypotheticals.
They love it. What if world?
Would Rami beat these guys today? That the physique that won the first Olympia for him? Probably. Yeah, probably.
That was impressive.
Who won? I don't know. Who won, Mike? Nobody won yet.
Not sure yet. We're getting there. We're close.
We're probably about an hour away from the winner, I think.
Because we got the bikini awards.
Well, they did confirmation round for bikini, correct?
Right. So
they did
awards.
Yeah.
So we're almost there. We're getting there.
I think men's confirmation round should be right after this. Kevin L. Band. Leveroni's band was called Full Blown, which is also the title of one of his training DVDs.
Oh my
He was
god! Remember?
playing guitar with his shirt off. He did a lot of Creed songs because he has a very similar singing voice to Scott Stapp from Creed.
Does he? Is he sound pretty similar? Sound just like him?
It's not bad. It's you know, if you were at a karaoke bar and he did it, you'd be like, wow.
That's fucking hilarious. Remember, he before he was at the Night of Champions one year performing. One year with his band.
Because he would do that between, you know, because he was a guy who would take off from training, he would take off from gear for months out of the year, and he would
be normal.
He would drop down to like 210 pounds and look like just an athletic dude. And that's when he would do most of his music stuff, was because he didn't have to worry about eating and training and sleeping so much.
But then he would just like prepare, and he would like, that was the craziest. His transformations were absolutely insane. How big he got, how just his body responded like that.
Yeah, because I know I've said this before, but I can distinctly remember being at one show. It was like four months before the Olympia, and he was there just, I don't know, spectating, whatever. And he was so much smaller. I was like, oh my God, Kevin is screwed for the Olympia. He's going to get killed. Look at how small he is. I think I'm bigger than Kevin right now. Huh? You know, every idiot says that. But, you know, fast forward 4 months, I'm at the Olympia, and he's gigantic and shredded and got those traps and delts and chest and triceps popping, quads. Yeah, his
delts were so big. It was just weird. When you see those guys back then, you stare at them like they're almost like a zoo animal.
40 pounds.
Because you just couldn't realize how big they are.
Yeah. I mean, it was obviously muscle memory, but he said he learned that from, it was after he tore his pec in 93. It was only second pro season. And he wasn't able to train at all for a few months, obviously the upper body. And when he came back and he saw how quickly he was able to put it back on, that's when he decided, I'm not going to train hard and heavy all year anymore. I'm not going to do gear most of the year anymore. I'm going to give my body a ton of time off. And he's 60. I think he's 60 now. You know, he looks phenomenal. Really? He's doing another transformation right now. He brought back. He's bringing back the Levrone Report as a podcast, but he's getting back into great shape again.
That's Camille's a 62. He's 60 years old.
Yeah. I think Palumbo turned 60. Yeah, not good. It makes me not feel so old anymore because I'll be. I got to stop saying I'll be this age. I just got to just be happy with the age I'm at before I start getting ahead of myself. So I'm 55. So if Derek doesn't win, they've robbed him. Yeah, there you go. Social media is just the next iteration of high school and college, just popularity competition. Agreed.
Yeah, I see that.
More money in social media than bodybuilding. I mean, Sam Solek, I promise you he's making more money than any. Maybe there's 5 pro bodybuilders that are making as much money as Sam from the sport. If that, there's not many. You know, it's in a way, it's kind of, you know, I like to see opportunity. So it's cool that these guys can make their own fortune. Nobody handed Sam Solek millions of dollars. Nobody. He did that on his own.
And dude, he found his niche in the world. Like he found what works, and these kids relate to him for whatever reason. Like, well, you know, not forever, they relate to him. Yeah. So you know, they just they love him, and that's his target market right there. Those Brockton hair kids.
I just want to tell Wes, yes, I remember Cal. He wasn't around that long as a pro, but I do remember him.
Yep.
That's what he's talking about. I don't think Rami will compete again. Probably not.
I don't think so either.
The stream isn't lagging, Christian. Once I switch over to when I'm on the same screen as the stream, say that 10 times fast, there'll be no lag. It's only lagging because I'm on the StreamYard control screen where I'm putting comments up. Are the guys coming back out?
Yes, sir. Confirmation round.
Okay, here we go. All right. We're back, guys. We're back. Now there's no lag, correct? Everything's cool?
Let's do this.
All right. So if pattern serves correctly, it'll be the second call out guys in the first call out, if that makes sense. Right. It'll be the 6th through 12th guys in the first call out. Then they'll get to top 6. And I'm sure they're going to do another 3-man call out with Andrew.
Simpson. Oh, they're gonna work these guys. Like these guys get put through. They're gonna work them. I'll look us, Brandon.
So here we go. They did not do it. They actually brought out the top four guys. So Brandon's still up there. Brandon's still getting a really good look. Can he get ahead of Andrew? I personally don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see.
Andrew doesn't look that bad. Well, yeah. No?
Now Andrew's got a very unique look. His front relaxed is like nobody else. It's so wide.
When you have that front relaxed next to Samson, when they're even the front double, he fits, man. It just they compare well together in a couple of those poses.
I love Andrew's front lat. He's got a great front lat.
God, that's just beautiful. Look at that. The abs, seeing the abs like that in your front lat, that's just some rare shit, dude.
You know, I actually have Andrew beating both Samson and Derek in the ab and thigh pose. It's only one pose.
Yeah. For sure.
Like,
for sure, definitely for sure.
Beats them handily. Back.
It's just if Andrew can get those glutes and hams a little more detailed, man.
Derek is killing the back shots, as of course he's going to.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Even at last year's Olympia, I still had him winning. He ended up in third. I still had him winning the back shots.
He's not gonna lose the back shots until he retires.
Yeah.
Like actually, Martin's back is good. It's not as detailed yet, but it's just as big too. And Martin held his own against Derek, bro. Martin was doing very well next to Derek last year.
I don't know. Not Andrew's side tricep. That's I don't know, man. It's very strange.
It's
the way
funky.
It pops up the way it does. I don't want to accuse him of anything, but it's odd.
Maybe he called Ernie Taylor or something, dude. I don't know.
Ernie Taylor. Yeah, not as bad as Ernie Taylor. No.
It's terrible. Samson looks so big in that pose. It's hard for people to match Samson in that most muscular because he's so big in that pose.
Yeah. Well, they're going to bring those guys back. You can bank on it, or at least three. So here's your second call out. This is the fight for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th right here.
Yes, sir.
Man, I really like Clarita for 5th, man. I really do.
I do too. I mean, honestly, I do as well. We're going to tell with this call out here. Well, we don't even. Well,
it's hard to say. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Unless this is for, I don't know. And that's good for these shows that we just don't know, right? That makes it a little more exciting than like just one call out saying, "Oh, Ronnie won. Let's see who's second."
Looks to me like they got Bonac ahead of him.
Yeah.
But you can't put too much stock in where they're placing the guys. They might shuffle. They might move these guys around once too.
Yeah, and they may bring them. They'll bring them back again after this.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they're going to bring there's how many? There's only 3 other guys that aren't in this call up that we haven't seen.
Three more, I think.
Now we need to see Carlos,
Patrick,
Justin, and Patrick, because the other guy, I don't know what happened to the other guy. I don't know what happened to Husamadin. Husamadin is not here. He was a no-show. He's a no-show. I mean, I hope he's okay. I don't want to make light of it if something he's
right.
Shit happens with diuretics and all kinds of crazy things. I hope the guy's okay. I hope he just decided not to show up and nothing happened health-wise.
Right. We don't want to see him lock it up on stage ever again. We don't want to see that again.
Bonac's still got a great crab, though.
He does, dude. He's got that mature muscle to him as well. Like that mature muscle look to him.
Yeah, nice.
Akeem looks good too, though, bro. Akeem looks damn good.
He does. Yeah, they moved him. They're moving him. So this tells me it's 5th is probably between Akeem and William at this point.
And again, it's going to be guaranteed. It's going to be a very close decision between those two.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have. I wouldn't want to have to pick. I would hate to be a judge. I would hate it.
It's really around who you prefer. Like which physique do you prefer for those? Like, and you're splitting hairs big time with those guys.
I mean, William and Akeem, they have very different physiques. I mean, geez, they both have a great side chest, great side tri. Bonac beats. Here we go. This is where Bonac beats Akeem.
The back.
I don't know if it's Akeem or Akim. I've been saying Levrone and Levroni interchangeably for 30 years.
years.
He's correcting me. He corrected me many times, and I still can never remember which is the right way to say it.
That's great.
My memory is awful.
The Boss of Outlaw has got like 3 guys in this call out.
He's got James. Is William with him too?
Yeah, William is too. Yeah,
Okay, and we know Sean. So you're right.
I agree.
I don't know who Akeem. I don't know who coaches Akeem. I have no
I
idea.
don't know who does it now.
He's been through a bunch of coaches over the years.
He's had quite a few, but like he's been around forever.
Right. Well, there are those rare guys like Flex Lewis had one coach his entire pro career.
That's the exception.
Yeah, that is the exception.
That's not like
Neil Hill, just in case you're wondering, guys, who coached Mike Sommerfeld, the classic physique winner last night.
That's a good call up.
Will they give these? Yeah, they're going to let these guys have a look. I mean, why not?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's your bottom 3. I mean, unfortunately, somebody's got to place first and somebody's got to place last. That's the reality of.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. And listen, you're a pro now. It happens at the pro level. Like it's just there's levels to this, right? And again, it's got to be hard though, doing something where like there's certain guys you can't beat, right? It just it's a different mindset. I think going in, you train like you're gonna win, but I think deep down, well, shit, Samson's coming, but you just got to find that motivation. And again, like Carlos looks good.
Yeah,
he's not missing anything. It's just he just needs time. Time, you know what I mean? That's what fans don't want to give these guys. They don't want to give them time. Look at that.
Everyone's in a rush. Well, I mean, luckily for Carlos, it's just a condition thing.
Yeah.
I guess his back could be a little thicker. He still needs, he needs a little more back thickness in the middle. It's a little shallow there. But that's going to come with time, with training. And the condition, he could fix that condition in a few weeks. We could see him look
that's
night and day difference from here to Detroit. We could see.
That's fixable, right? And the back will come up in time, but that condition, you can definitely tighten that up, right? And even if you do tighten that up, right? So the back it still won't be great, but everything else will be.
Yeah. And the same thing, Patrick, obviously, this was, he said he messed up, took diuretics all week, and it had, sometimes, people think diuretics are foolproof. They're not. They're a gamble. And sometimes you throw the dice and you come up a loser. Your body just rebounds and holds water.
It's hit or miss, man. Like, God bless the guys that can get that formula down every single time. Because it's not.
I mean, a coach has helped them through it, but even no coach is got a bats 1,000.
No, and you're dealing with the human body, man. The human body is something else.
Yeah. So this is for third. Wow.
Oh, damn.
I think they are looking at Brandon for third now.
Huh. Yes, they are.
Why would they bother doing this if they weren't?
Yep. And you know what, 2-man, I like this. The 2-man call-outs are good.
Yeah. Well, you knew they were going to have Derek and Samson for the last call-out.
Yeah.
They got to do that. But Brandon, I don't know, man. Brandon looks pretty
good. And, the former roving reporter Hector mentioned that Brandon was going to try to dry out a little bit more as well.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. This is a good showing for Brandon, dude.
Brandon hits that pose a lot better than Andrew.
Yeah, that's a pretty shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
He knows exactly how to nail it.
Brandon's been doing this for a minute.
Oh, yeah, dude.
He's harder for
the
I don't know, man. I might go with Brandon. I might take Brandon over Andrew.
I think Brandon may have caught him.
Oh, the Andrew fans are not going to be pleased. Oof. I like Andrew. I'm an Andrew fan, guys. I'm just calling what I'm looking at.
Brandon looks a little bit harder than him too, man.
He's definitely harder in the lower body from the back.
Yeah.
Harder overall. He hits that pose better.
That's just a pretty pose for Brandon, bro. He knows how to do it.
I mean, he knows how to pose his legs. His legs, they're not Rami legs, but he knows how to twist and turn the feet and everything to maximize the illusion and give them more of a sweep. Oh, dude, I don't know.
It's a good. Andrew looks very round in that. He's got to hold those poses, man. Like, hold that shit a little bit longer.
If Andrew hears this, get opposing coach. You don't have to hire. They would work with you for free just to say they worked with you. Trust me.
Oh my God, yes.
And they will fix all that, and you'll pose better and you'll present better on stage. Here we go. This is for the title, guys. This is the last time these two are going to be compared before judges make their final little notes on their papers, their scores. Derek looks very confident, as he should. This is close. Derek's harder, man. Derek is harder. He's definitely got him on condition.
Yeah.
Samson, enormous human being. Look at that.
It's like Arnold and Franco.
Yeah. A good big man always beats a good smaller man. Maybe not.
And see, look at the separation between Derek's. His arms are a little more separated with the delt, but he didn't have that separation between the delt and tricep before.
Yeah, Derek wins the back. Derek always wins the back shots. That's a given.
He ain't losing the back at all.
Dugout glutes, super wide lats. Samson's got a pretty damn good back. Derek's just, we'll be talking about Derek's lats as, we'll be talking about him in the same breath as Ronnie and Dorian and Lee Haney and Joel Stubbs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his back double is just like nobody's gonna beat him. Like there's nobody in the IFBB that's gonna beat him in that pose. So that's just two shots for him that are going in that he owns.
Yeah, they're both unimpressive in the ab and thigh shot. Just because of the ab.
And it's just strange, right? And that's a genetic thing. Yeah. I know they all train their abs just as hard and with weight. So it's just Samson's pretty in that pose, man.
Yeah. I mean, Samson's got aesthetically pleasing. Samson's got Derek all day on that factor. But Derek has a hell of a physique, man. Look at that.
And he's hard. He's that front double. They both got good front doubles.
Yeah. Samson doesn't seem to be fading like he was last time, but he's not being this is going by a lot quicker than the judging last night.
But it's just it's hard because Derek is in such good condition. But Samson's so pretty. So how much do you weigh condition then?
Yeah, I mean that's why whichever one of these guys wins tonight, there's going to be a lot of butthurt people. I guarantee you.
Oh my God!
I would bet there's probably about a 50-50 split as far as Team Samson and Team Derek out there right now.
Yeah,
put your comments up, guys. I'll put your comments up when they're done. Can you let me know?
It'll be very entertaining about the comments.
Tell me in the chat, guys, who you got? Who you got out of these two? I really want to see what the chat, how divided they are. How many are on
who you got,
Team Lunsford, and how many are on Team Dauda for the win?
Manny's Team Lunsford, he just said.
Okay, fair enough. It's not just because he's from Tampa. He's actually from Indiana, guys.
Yes.
Nobody's actually from Florida. You know that, right?
No, everybody's a transplant. Nobody was born here.
Every time I go down there, I hear so many New York and New Jersey accents.
It's New York South, dude. This is the South Bronx, literally.
Well, there's a lot of Latinos from Latin America, of course.
Cuba.
Look at Samson. He's fired up. He's fired up. I love it. Yeah. He wants it. He wants that.
It's $500,000, man.
Not only that, man. He's Mr. Olympia. He can't lose this. He cannot. Or else, the pride, just the pride factor. He's the greatest bodybuilder in the world right now. He can't lose to, even though Derek was also Mr. Olympia champ.
Yeah, and the Hottie was Mr. Olympia too, bro. Yep. Well, he was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, I mean he won this last year. He beat Samson last year.
Yeah,
right here. Imagine if all three of them did it next year. Oof.
Well, if it's $1 million, you never know.
It might be $1 million next year. It might be.
$1 million in rupees is a lot of money.
Rupees? What? No, $1 million. Yeah, the U.S. to rupee exchange rate is not that great, or the U.S. dollar.
Hold that pose, Samson.
Look at that.
He's got a lot of muscle,
dude. This is tough. I am very anxious to see the score sheet later when this is all said and done.
It's got to be maybe 1 or 2 points, no matter who it is.
I would be super shocked if either one of them wins and it's a perfect score. It can't be. It can't be. It's so close.
No, God, no. There's no way. Well, you know what's funny? The what was yesterday? The
Saturday.
Classic.
Friday.
Classic was a perfect score for Somerville.
Oh, did you see it? You watched? You looked at? I
Yeah.
didn't look at the scores. Okay.
NPC's got him on there now. I don't know. He may have gotten a couple of first place votes after the highs and lows were thrown out, but it was 5. It were 5, 10. It was all in order.
I don't really have a problem with that. You know, I thought Logan
No.
looked phenomenal, but I don't have a problem with Mike even getting a perfect score.
Nope. No.
He looked
Like again, they're there too, Ron. And listen. They're there for a reason, and they know the criteria. And it's like Bob said, you got to be there.
Yeah.
Andrew was so impressive in that. So with his height, man.
I mean, you and I have been privileged enough to be like right behind the judges at these shows many times. And there's really nothing like being 4 feet away from the stage and seeing these guys. You see every muscle fiber, every split and striation. You know, you can. This is a damn good stream. Don't get me wrong, guys. You're getting a very good idea what these guys look like. But you know, we're watching it in 2D, 2 dimensions on a screen. Seeing it real life 3D, it really is a whole other experience.
You see all the muscles that just look funny there, that just aren't anatomically correct sometimes.
It's freakish. It really is freakish.
It is like when you see sometimes the rear delt sticking out too. It's just like, God damn, it's a freak show. But like I tell Manny, we just love the freak show. It's like going to the zoo sometimes, man. You get there, you smell the protein and the hot stuff, and you're just like, you're home again.
You know, Jen is working at a zoo right now.
Is she?
Not like a zookeeper. She's like in the administration part of it, I believe. But she sent me some pictures of like capybara, monkey, some really cool animals.
They had some monkeys on loose in Tampa before, so.
Oh, they're in the Everglades now. They're breeding.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, Everglades can host like any kind of animal from around the world.
It's like Jurassic Park.
Oh, people look at Samson. Jeez, he's looking big. Yeah, the Burmese pythons. Burmese pythons are like a major problem now down there.
Yeah, they hunt. They go on hunts for pythons.
Yeah, you get paid to kill them and to kill those giant lizards. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different world, man. That's why I stay in my house. I'm happy.
Wow, great pose down. You know, in the old days when bodybuilding, we'd get the results right now. They would go right to results. They're not going to go right to results right now.
No, in a perfect world, yes. That was a good battle. Man.
I'm sorry.
If Samson loses, that's a whole nother storyline heading into the for Mark. Like, there's 6 months to talk about that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we're back to commercial. So they're going to do awards for something. So I can let's go to the comments. I'm way behind, of course. Way behind. So, wow, there's been a lot of comments over the past 10 minutes. Let's see. I'll just start right here. Derek for sure. Derek Lunsford all day. Quad size difference. Samson flat out looks better. Can't do it as a mod. I didn't run a poll in the chat. Oh, I'm not gonna do it, Jen. I know it would be cool. I'm just too lazy. Being real with you. Derek will win because I already have to pee again. Samson. Just give it to Derek. More hype for O. Andrew. Got Andrew winning. Derek.
Andrew might be 4th.
I prefer Samson because legs, but it's a coin toss. Won't be robbery either way. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm not going to be upset either way.
No, either way.
Hashtag keep stumpy, unesthetic midgets away from the Olympia. The M word. How dare you? How dare you? Well, he's going by the name Samson, so of course he's going to prefer Samson. Derek wins. He is better on the day. Dauda, Samson, Derek. Samson more. If you don't give it to Derek, it's kind of not fair. Samson. I didn't see yesterday. I wouldn't want to call it. They both look about the same. Neither one of them really changed that much. Andrew for the win. Okay. Derek can't really improve anymore. Derek, chat's going crazy. I'm a Samson fan, but I have Derek for the win. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would give it to Derek if I was a judge. I really would.
Yeah.
Derek has
Now, if they don't, though, like the underdog thing is just going to like take off, right? Because everybody loves the underdog. And again, this might be the first time Samson may get some kind of like backlash that he's not used to getting if he doesn't win if he wins the show, then people don't think so.
I would not say Derek has bad aesthetics. Said this guy Tyler says they're not pleasing. He's not as pretty. No, of course, Andrew and Samson have much better. They have a rounder, fuller look to the muscles,
right?
Than Derek does. But Derek, he's got a taper. He's
not blocky.
Dorian wasn't aesthetically pleasing, but it wasn't. He didn't have an ugly physique. Derek is very legit. What about Sherrick? He's good too. Derek's mother-in-law, is that what he would be? I'm so bad with
what is stepmother?
Stepmother. She just says bonus mom, so I'll just go with that. Bonus mom. Derek, of course. I'm indifferent, just enjoying. Yeah, that's fine. I think they're going to bring Harold Kelly out. He probably won again. Yeah, best gym. Someone had said Derek has no calves. It's not a calf competition, or else Mike Matarazzo would have been Mr. Olympia. Eric Fankhauser would have been Mr. Olympia. Ben Pekulski would have been Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, exactly.
Next, Mr. Olympia calves. The late Chris Dickerson had awesome calves. I think Samir had really good calves. Dorian, Jay Cutler had great calves. Ronnie, no. Dexter, no. Phil, I don't think Phil had great calves, did he?
They were decent, not great.
They were okay. They were as big as they needed to be. Joe Roblo, don't think Sam's did enough to come back for the win. Derek maintained the look while Sam slightly improved. Derek should take it. Pose till someone passes out. That's one way to do it. Or you could just have him fight it out. Was this the gentleman that won the wheelchair?
Is it? Yeah, I think so.
It must be. Oh, so
yes, he was. Yeah. He beat Harold Kelly.
Oh, he did beat Harold. Harold's gotten beat a couple times now.
Yeah, he's 50. He's 50. Harold Kelly's 51.
Is he really? I mean, he looks good. Looks fantastic. If Derek won, though, I wouldn't be shocked. Derek going to step off the front stage. Samson's too big for Derek. I'd have Andrew in second. Great fight. Derek got blasted for stepping over the line or something one time? Andrew should win or second. Queens in the house. That's Big Danny. Queens is a borough of Manhattan. No, Manhattan is another borough, right? I'm not a New Yorker, guys. I'm a Bostonian. So, yeah, the boroughs are Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn. I don't know. Is Staten Island a borough? Probably not.
Staten Island, Manhattan.
I don't think Staten Island is a borough, but what the hell do I know? Hope Arnold steals the judge's clipboard and scores it for the more aesthetic classic Samson. Arnold has no say in the scoring.
Zero. Arnold doesn't even interview people anymore.
Derek, then Mike Menser, then Danny Padilla. Oh, he's talking about the crucifix pose, I think. Samson's fighting. I respect that. You forgot Lee Haney did a great crucifix pose.
Yes.
GGS, Derek wins. What's GGS stand for in Gen Z speak? Good. I don't know. Good. NGL is not going to lie. What's GGS? I don't know. GGS. Beats a shit.
That's like the kind of bullshit code.
My son's downstairs. I'm not going to bother him, though. Samson's not his best. That's the problem. I do want Samson. Holy, Samson is a monster. I can't believe
he is.
Looks good, yeah. Let's walk. There's some kissy faces. I don't know what the hell that is. That's Derek. Yes. Sam's condition of the legs is soft. Yeah, I mean, compared to Derek, his quads they're not soft at all. It's just Derek's are a little bit.
Derek's are just like dug out and skinless. It's just two different looks.
You know what? I'm going to go there. The skin tone helps Derek out as far as seeing separation. Samson's very dark complected, and that can work against you as far as being able to see really good deep muscle separation.
All the detail. And again, the 306 might not really be needed. You know,
we had a group chat going earlier, guys, and I said 296 probably would have been unbeatable.
Yeah.
You don't get me wrong; he's a freak and he's in really good condition. But had he really tightened up down to like another, let's say 5 to 10 pounds, somewhere in that range,
and he would still look huge. That's the thing; he would still look humongous.
Close down was over. Can't wait to name my first child Samson Dauda. Would that be the first and middle name? Samson Dauda, whatever your last name is. Alex Arson Andrew is not better than Samson because he needed more back. Number one, Derek Samson. Yeah, very, very evenly close. Put a poll in chat there for Samson. How do I do that from here, man? I don't even know how, Jen. I don't know how. How do I do that?
Are they doing confirmation or these are the awards? These are the awards, right?
Yeah, that's bikini. They already did the confirmation.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it, Jen, so I'm just being lazy. Sorry. Andrew can't match Samson leg but close. Derek, Samson. I would want to have Samson physique compared to Derek. Oh well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd rather be 6 foot tall than 5'5". Sure. I mean, I'd like to be 6'2", like Andrew Jacked. If I could be anybody on that stage physically, I would be Andrew Jacked. How's that?
He's physically imposing. He's a physical specimen. When you see that dude, he's a physical specimen. It's just he hasn't been competing that long either, too. So he's 30, he's older, but he hasn't done that many shows. So again, he's one too that's just kind of learn on the fly.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. 2022, 3 years ago, he turned pro at the Arnold Amateur. 2022, that was 3 years ago today. That summer, he goes to Texas. He wins his pro debut at the Texas Pro. Then he goes to the Olympia, and I think he got 7th that year.
Yeah,
and he had the flu. I don't know if it was COVID. He was sick. He was sick as a dog. Because I remember, were you at the meet the Olympians the night before? He was sick as hell because I interviewed him and he sounded awful. You could hear the congestion and everything. And he still got 7th place. That was his first Olympia, and that was only his second pro show, the Olympia.
Jesus,
Samson
that's freaky shit. That's not normal in any sense of the word. That's even remotely how it goes, or even remotely normal. That's just like winning the Powerball. That's like winning $800 million in the Powerball for the Olympia to be your second show.
When you say Derek looks like a 212 competitor, Trailblazers, I assume you're just saying because of his height.
Because he's thick. Yeah, he's a big dude.
If you blew him up to 6 foot and kept everything, the proportions and mass, he'd be every bit as heavy as Samson, if not heavier.
Dude, and when you see him in person, bro, he's even he's my height, he's humongous. You can tell he's got a density and a thickness about him for a guy that that's 5'6". That's just sick. Like Nick too. Like Nick's that way too. Those guys are short, and I don't know how he even moves around at 300 pounds being my height. Like
I remember leaving the New York Pro Sunday morning last year with our luggage. We were behind Nick Walker and his family. They were leaving at the same time, and we were behind. Nick was like right in front of me and my son Christian, and he was just looking at me and shaking his head. He couldn't believe he had a T-shirt on, but he was just massive, and that's dieted down. Can you imagine seeing him at 300 pounds, whatever he is now?
That's sick. That's insanity. Like, but you wonder like how that is going to affect the waist, man. Like all that weight's got to go somewhere.
Samson, you know what I mean? He does do the chest thumping thing a lot, but it's cool. Samson is soft, says Ginolo Casio.
That's soft.
Good. He's not that soft. I mean, he's not shredded, like he's not in the condition of Derek, but he's not soft.
He's not
212. Tyler, he was already at 212. He's like 235 right now. He can't be 212 anymore. It's not possible. I'm showing him other results. I agree. Big Danny. Samson come in. Yeah, that's what I said, man. He needed to be lighter. Yeah. If he wanted to make this a done deal where
lights out, game over, slam dunk. Leave me
alone. If he had walked out like that, it would have been over. As good as Derek looked, it would have been over. Samson more classic. He's got a better shape, is what I think you're trying to say. More aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. Derek's legs from the front are lacking.
Really?
No.
They look way better than. You know what I mean?
I mean, hope Derek doesn't win, says one.
All right, one.
Okay. You could just say, I hope Samson wins. Derek too sharp, surely. Samson dominates. What time is it in Thailand, Mark, if I still get to you before they do the awards? It's got to be
probably.
It's got to be like, I bet it's like 9 or 10 tomorrow and Sunday morning over there.
That's crazy.
Top notch. He's on kill. Samson.
That's the one.
I kind of like this better than the poll, even though the poll would be more convenient because we're actually showing everyone's individual opinion.
I like the Samson on kill. That's a new one. I like that.
Derek Blocky God Squad. Oof. And his chest is bigger than my whole body. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty damn big.
Well, exactly.
Conditioning is also a factor. Yeah, it's true. Samson, Derek, and Curry. He's spelling it like did Susie Curry, did she pass away?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not. I mean, it's hard for me to keep track sometimes. Samson. Derek. Samson dominates. Derek, not even a question. It is a question.
It's like 50-50 almost.
Derek will win. God, no, I don't like him. God knows everything. So God knows everything about who you don't like. Dauda. Samson. I doubt Samson's going to win. You see what he did there?
Very good, Christian Roman.
I think he spelled Dauda wrong, but I know I saw the joke you were going for.
But it was very clever, though.
Derek for the win. Derek win. I will no longer watch BB anymore. Legs too small. Way too small. Okay. Samson is a beast. You have to go with the mass monster. No, you don't have to. You can go with the best physique. Andrew
People
looked
don't realize how big Derek's legs are in person. When you see him in person,
they're enormous.
His legs are ginormous.
Samson stomped the yard. More votes for Derek in chat. Yeah, Samson, Derek. Derek is Samson's Rich Gaspari. Oh, well. No one under the age of 50 is even going to get that reference. But
they won't even have any clue what that even.
Rich Gaspari chased Lee Haney at the Olympia for years. I think he was second place 2 years in a row.
86, 87, 88.
88. Yeah, you're right. 3 years in a row, and he was 3 inches shorter and about 30 pounds lighter.
And you know what though? But he was always more conditioned than Haney was. But Haney always won.
Lee Haney called him Rich the Itch.
Then Lee the Flea came along.
Lee the Flea, because he was an annoyance to him. Simpson is a big guy. They were actually lived together and were training partners before all that. They lived together out in LA for about a year, I think. Samson is a big guy, has a more impressive body, Derek in better condition. Yeah. Could go either way, guys. Samson is a blur. Gino, you do not like Samson. Oof. What's up, Lisa? Samson for the win. Mr. I don't know. Derek is not balanced. His lower body don't match the upper. Those legs look weird. The lion. Oh, Samson's a Nigerian lion. First, I thought he was talking about Samir Banu, but no, Samson is the Nigerian lion. So Samson is not pleasing with bubble gut. Derek might be shorter and still looks tighter, and Derek's calves looks good compared to Samson and better than Andrew's. Those Derek's legs are small or crazy. You know, there are some people who would look at Tom Platz and say he had no legs.
Yeah, that's just how they are, dude. Like,
why are you bringing up Lou Ferrigno calf implants?
Derek
better legs, better back, better from the profile. Derek legs are huge, way bigger than Olympia. Oh, I mean, Olympia, they were downsized. They were
night and day.
Yeah, they were flat as hell. Samson is the bigger man. A big man usually beats a smaller guy. Derek definitely is in better condition than Samson. Really depends on what the judge is looking for. Agree. Oh, Staten Island is a borough. Who knew? Correcting me on my New York City geography. Could tell how well traveled I am. I mean, I've been to New York many. I've never been to Staten Island. I had never had a reason to go to Staten Island. It was usually I was in Manhattan, I think, every single time. Derek doesn't have bigger legs than Samson, but they are huge.
They're really hung up on Derek's legs big time, aren't they?
Oh, here we go. Derek's legs look like twigs in comparison. No, they don't. Samson does not have legs that make Derek's looks like twig. Come on.
First of all, Samson's like 6 foot tall, right? So his legs are gonna be a little bit big. Look, it's gonna have a different look, right? Derek's legs are big. He's okay, people. He'll be fine.
I think Carlos actually has bigger legs than any of them, but he just didn't have condition today.
Is that in condition?
Derek's fantastic. Samson just better. Lee Prist for the win. Well, he's not in the show. Thank God there's no hate. Derek was sharper. You can't count out Samson's size and aesthetics. I'm not. He might very well win. I have no idea who's winning. No idea. Derek's legs are so balanced. I do still see one leg a little bigger on Derek than the other. I do notice it.
It's not as bad as it was last at the Olympia, though.
No, not at all. It's the left. It's the one on the left when you're watching. It's his right leg that's a little bit smaller. Manhattan, Bronx. So Jen's telling me it's Manhattan, Bronx, Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens. Thank you, Jen. Jen's a Long Islander. That's not part of New York City. It's actually an island, I think. Yeah. It's called Long Island. I'm going to assume it's all I know about Long Island is Amityville Horror. That's all I know. And that's where MD was. That's where MD was headquartered all those years.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, Long Island. People are saying ignore his leg size because they keep looking at his upper body. There's an imbalance. No, nobody's ignoring anything on Derek's physique. We're scrutinizing everything. What's his prime? Phil Heath beats them all 100%, of course, no question.
Yes.
Ronnie Coleman would beat all these guys at his best. Phil Heath would beat Jay at his best would beat all these guys. Yeah, that's not hate. Being real.
No, it's not hate. It's just a different era level of just competition, man.
Yeah, Andrew needs more serious work on his hamstrings. He's not ready. Yeah, they could be better. Politics is important too. That's why I voted for Donald Trump. Just kidding, guys. No, I did vote for him. I'm not. We're not going there. I think Samson wins. Samson Dauda is the first name. I love what Brandon brought. Yeah, this is the best Brandon I've seen in a very long time.
It is.
All these freaks look phenomenal. If they give it to Derek, then Hadi should have won Olympia 2024 because he was most conditioning on that stage. I know it wasn't a blowout for Samson at this last Olympia.
No, they were tied, I think, after prejudge.
Yeah.
Right?
Samson did not have a perfect score beating Hadi.
No. It was about 1 or 2 points, maybe 3 points at the final. It was very close. Yeah. It wasn't like a slam dunk whatsoever. Like 1 or 2 judges could have like changed the whole direction of that show.
100%. Derek definitely improved. It's not a dieting competition. Well, it's not about whose physique you would rather have. It's not that's not how they score these things. Andrew need to work on his back thing. I mean, if we could look like anybody, most people would look like Chris Bumstead, right? Physique-wise.
Listen, it comes with time. Andrew's not going to be able just to like develop a Dorian Yates or Ronnie Coleman like back in a year. It takes time. Like it's going to be a minute, but he's a work in progress. Like he's only been competing for a couple of years, man.
He's only been training like a bodybuilder for I want to say like 5 years.
That's nuts.
Before that, he was doing like CrossFit and stuff.
He was doing all crazy shit. Remember that? It was just weird. And like he was big, but he wasn't. He's improved a tremendous amount. Like I didn't think he was gonna be this good. I wasn't bringing the Kool-Aid.
See, Samson should have never won. He's huge, looks soft in comparison to Hadi. Hadi has a lot of very loyal fans. We know this.
We know this. I mean, sorry, they're very passionate.
Passionate.
Yeah.
We gotta be careful with our wording here. Passionate.
Yeah.
Party emoji for Samson. Andrew got exposed from the back big time. He just wasn't dialed in from the back. No. Derek is short and not imposing. Well, yes, as a shorter person myself, I'm not 6'2". I understand taller people are more imposing, sure. And I will say that when Andrew came out at the Texas Pro in 2022, the first time I had ever, because I didn't watch the amateur that year, I was like, holy shit, look at this guy.
He's very, very physically impressive, man. Like that's just
that show was over the minute he walked on stage. It was over.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, man. Sometimes when those do something, when you see somebody walk out, you're like, yeah, that's a wrap. And I know it's going. You know what I'm saying?
Picking Derek Samson after he won the Olympia would be brave. Bikini is so I don't know who these are the placings. I don't know. I've not heard of any of those women. Wow, I'm so out of touch with bikini.
Isn't that crazy? Like there's no more of the old people. Like you know what I mean?
I agree with this statement. Picking Derek over Samson after winning the Olympia would be brave on the judge's part. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're in that era where they'd be like, we have to let him win. He's Mr.
I don't think they don't care. Like the judges now pick the very best competitors on stage. There's no hanky panky going on, right? There's just, and Tyler's going to come out with a video probably tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Saying what, you know what I mean? So, and that's people just think that's normal. That blows my mind. That kind of transparency, like that's not normal, people. That's never happens.
So as far as Alex saying Derek is 5 years too late in terms of being multi-time champion, we haven't had since Phil Heath. We haven't had any multiple champions. Rami won it twice. Then it was, so Sean Roden won it after Phil. The late Sean Roden. Then it was Rami twice, 20 and 21. 22 was Hadi. 23 was Derek. 24 was Samson. So I don't think we're ever going to see, I doubt we're ever going to see even a 5-time champ ever again, honestly.
Dude, even a 3-time champ's rare. Like that's just, because I don't know if any of these guys can nail, nobody's that dominant to even get 3 wins in a row, right? Listen, Samson can win if Samson can win here and win the Olympia again, but these guys are just are hungry, and it's just hard to say that 3 wins is a lot for someone. He'll be if he does think about it, it'll be what 40, 41 at the end of that run 3 times. So can he hold off? Can he hold off Derek for 3 years, or Hottie, or Martin for 3 years?
I mean, if Andrew improves his hamstrings and to I would not write him off at all as a possible Olympia winner. He's got it in him.
He's Mr. Olympia. That physique. When I think of Mr. Olympia, I think Andrew like at 100% potential. If you can kind of visualize that, like what the finished product might be, like that would be a crazy Mr. Olympia. It'd be hard to beat that.
I would,
but again, like potential.
Back hair connect with your head hair. What the fuck? Whatever you're smoking, I wish I was smoking it right now. Let me tell you. Fast. Derek did enough to win. We'll see. I think we're about 5 minutes away from finding out.
You better find out who's getting $500,000.
Derek from the back, Andrew from the front, Samson overall. Okay. Would like to see comparison between Samson, Derek, and Brandon. Well, I mean, we saw them plus Andrew. We saw the call out with those 4. So
that was there.
What's one other guy? Derek's too stumpy. We don't like that word, stumpy. I don't like that.
Really?
Compared to Samson, Andrew, structurally solid thing. Yeah, because Derek is. You think he's 5'6"?
He is 5'6". Trust me, I'm 5'6". He's exactly right.
So 5'6", and Samson's 6 foot. Andrew is 6'2". So yeah, he's gonna. You put him next to guys who are 6 to 8 inches taller. It's a very big difference. Samson, Derek,
how many pounds heavier?
Some people are just determined to keep posting the same thing. PT bodybuilding. Derek, Simpson, Andrew, Brandon, Sean. I would not be one bit surprised if that's exactly what we hear. Samson proved a lot from yesterday. 1-point win. Samson.
Maybe.
PT, spam the chat. Samson first. Andrew. Brandon in third. Wow.
I don't think that's. I mean, I love Brandon, but I don't think he'll be third place.
Guys, if you don't need to post the same thing more than once, I will get to all the posts. So
that's hilarious.
So he did enough.
These
Our side, I really think deserves this one. He has made huge improvements to CO. See, Derek had no legs. Olympia, LOL. He didn't have no legs, but they were downsized. They were not. Derek's legs are better than where they were. They're clearly still imbalanced. He also has a wide hip structure. I wouldn't call it wide. It's wider than Simpson's. Not the midsection, but the actual width. Yeah. I'll tell you. What else? Samson for the win tonight. Or am I almost caught up? If everyone agrees Derek's leg are undersized, why isn't the valid opinion? Well, his undersized compared to what? His upper body's still ahead a little bit. Yeah, I agree.
But they're not small. They're not small. It doesn't have small leg. I think people hear the criticism from some other people. Everybody just runs with it.
They just repeat it.
Yep.
Yeah. Like a parrot. Sims family. I think Derek gets it. Nobody. Sims looks like could have brought better conditioning. Yeah. I think you're too good to be on that other channel. I think he's talking about Muscle Discord with Matt Sinkerang. I mean, I'm not doing anything Monday nights. He's asked me to come on live, and I like Phil Clayhar a lot, so we just chat. I mean, I disagree with him on things, and I like to be able to disagree with a panel of people if I have a different opinion. Sims looks good, just not his night. Derek has this one. He looks too good.
I don't know, man. I don't like.
Simpson left the door open. Proud Long Islander who has been ignore that PT. I deleted the comment. You already read it. Okay. Proud Long Islander has been in New York City many times. You've been a long time in sport. If you're a judge who you pick for the win, I would go with Derek. And you don't have to agree with me. That's who I would pick.
Yep.
You could pick Samson, and you're not wrong. Must have ate good today. You're wide awake. Yeah. I mean, it's only 9:39. I'm not that old. This Chaz proof Bibles are not astrophysicists. You think it because Arnold's? No, because Arnold's not a judge. It's the same judges at the Olympia, same exact line, same guys sitting on that judging panel. They're going to do what they do. Carlos needs way more conditioning. I agree. So for sure,
Definitely.
that one fiction needs more muscle details, structures over running well. He needs more upper chest. He needs more mid back. That's what he needs.
The
Strong
back,
arm.
definitely.
Make a decision. Who's winning? I go with Derek. The live stream is falling apart, Mr. Jinx. It won't. The
No, it's not.
comments. Once I stop putting your comments and I go to the other screen, there's no lag. There's nothing like that. Disagree. Right. Samson beat Jay. I don't agree. Jay at his best would beat Samson.
Yeah.
2009, Jay Cutler would beat Samson Dauda all day.
Jay was a monster.
2001, Jay that took second to Ronnie would beat Samson all day.
Yes. Those are both two great Jay Cutlers.
Question: whoever wins the Arnold? No, because Hottie won the Arnold last year and he beat Samson, and Samson won the Olympia. No.
Yeah, no bearing whatsoever.
Has nothing. It's two different shows, and they're 7 months apart.
So yes, a long way in October.
Height should have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Zero.
How does somebody complain about the athletes don't do podcasts, make themselves successful? Whatever, and give Sam every excuse. I'm not sure how to answer that. I'm not really sure what the question is. Hottie most conditioned 24, but he lost size. He needed to win. I don't think Hottie lost size.
He wasn't as good. It was close. It was a 1-point decision.
He looked pretty damn good.
It wasn't a blowout.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it, Kevin L. I think we're going. I think we're there.
Yep.
Are we there? Are we there? Is it over?
Messi League's done.
Hottie compared to Derek legs. I'd like to see comparisons. You said PT. You said that like a million times. They're all monsters. Hats off to them all. Derek was a son. PT. I might not get to all your comments, guys.
Oh, here we go.
Best Poser Award. Samson probably gets that.
Oh, sorry, my bad, dude. I fault.
Did he? No, I'm watching. I got my phone next to me. Oh, Derek got Best Poser.
Yeah. 10 G's.
Wow. I actually disagree with that. I think Samson's a better poser.
Wow. Is that like they still do most muscular award too, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they must. I don't think they ever stopped that. And that's that big, giant, 80-pound crystal trophy. Yeah. Stop.
I think he was surprised too. Good. He was like, well, okay.
This is not true. A dark complected black man cannot spray himself a lighter color. I don't think that's possible.
No, that's not happening.
I'm not a spray tan expert, so I'm just guessing.
You're right.
I picked Derek. How's that? But you have to pick somebody has to win, unfortunately. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. No, we will never see another 7-time Mr. Olympia. What happened to Nathan Asher? Nathan can't seem to get over to the USA.
Nathan's going to be Mr. Olympia of Europe.
He's won a few shows over the past couple seasons.
He wins a lot. He wins a show every year, dude. Is that like 10 wins or something like that? Or about 10 pro? 10
12. We got 12 now.
Damn.
He's coming for all of them. Sack is already 40. No chance for him to win. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Andrew, 100% potential would win multiple Olympias. Andrew just started bodybuilding too late. Maybe so. Columbo, most muscular award goes to.
Oh, very nice.
10 G's for that. Andrew's the only bodybuilding savior. People think he would like to look like him. Andrew's tongue lost him a place or two. Derek wins by 1 point or 2. Oh, Samson gets most muscular. Okay, that's why they didn't give him best poser.
So that would mean Samson won the muscularity round then?
I think it's just because he was bigger and freakier, I guess.
10 G's, man, that's not bad.
No, I mean he might get $510,000. We definitely don't like the M word, midget. That is not a politically correct word. You have to say little person. Little person. Same thing as Olympia.
We got a trophy too. A Franco trophy.
Carlos got killer. Derek doesn't have enough muscle. Derek's shorter, disadvantage, midsection. Carlos. What's going on? Well, just keep watching and you'll be there. What'd you miss? I don't know. You missed a lot. I don't know. Watch the replay later. Samson more conditioning. Beat Derek. Derek's ninth. Samson. Said Carlos got killed. I forgot he was in his lineup. Andrew putting the tongue out.
Yeah, that was not the best.
24. I'm no time for that, guys. No time for hypotheticals about so-and-so versus so-and-so from this year and that year. Because we're almost done. We're almost at the win here. We're almost there. I'm better than Samson. I'm gonna let someone else win. Carlos placed toward the bottom. Yeah. Samson Andrew seems like beast for the future of the sport.
I forgot about quitting.
People need to stop chasing size. Big Ramy is done, maybe. We don't know. The odds to win the Open in about 1 minute, I believe.
ASAP.
Believe this isn't the kiss of death. Give the most muscular. No. I've seen the most muscular also go to the winner.
Yeah, exactly. A couple times.
It used to be like a consolation prize.
Yeah.
All right. It's lagging, but now it's not going to, because now I'm not putting any more comments up. When I'm watching this screen, there's no lag. We're going to find out right now. They probably are only going to do the top six placings. So
Yeah.
we don't know who gets 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not that important right now. You'll find out. The scores will be up at some point later, but for now, we're just going to get the top six.
All right.
Yeah. Moment of truth. Presenting the 6th place medal and the check for no check. They're not giving out.
They get paid though.
They get paid, yeah, absolutely.
I want that money right now.
Akim Williams, 6th place. Not bad. Not bad.
Oh damn. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Let's see who beat him.
So maybe Bonac in 5th.
It's going to either be it's either Bonac or Clarita. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm anxiously awaiting. Is the next name called? Because Brandon's a lock for 4th, as far as I'm concerned.
Right. 4th, maybe 3rd.
Maybe
Who
3rd.
knows? At least 4th. At least 4th.
I might fall out of my chair. Who knows? Congratulations, Akeem. He looked great.
Good showing.
Got to be.
Did he get 6th last year?
What's that?
Yeah, 6th last year too, right?
No, I think it was 5th.
5th last year?
It's 5th. I believe it was 5th. So, oh boy, who's that? They always have some cuties presenting the trophies.
5th place.
Okay, Bonac. So shit.
Okay.
Clarita's probably 7th, I guess.
You probably 7th place, yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
That's a good showing for William, though, man.
Absolutely.
It's a damn good showing.
Beat Akim and Sean.
Yeah.
Still got it. William the Conqueror. Originally from Ghana in West Africa. Don't forget West Africa is where all the Nigerians are from. That's also in the western part of Africa.
Don't mess with William, bro. He ain't the one.
Ghana, and he lives in Netherlands right now.
Yes.
And
just had a baby too.
Did he? Yeah, he had another kid. I think he's got kids that are like teenagers. So
yeah,
it's a big age gap between kids.
It's like whoops.
4th place, Brandon Curry, as we called it.
Okay.
As we called it, and I bet you all kinds of money. It's going to be Andrew in 3rd. Congratulations.
It was very close. I guarantee it was very close between those two. They gave him a shot, though, man. You can't say the judges didn't give everybody a shot, but that's a good showing for Brandon, bro.
Hell yeah, he's still up there. He's still keeping these guys on their toes.
He's still making money. As long as you're making money, then why quit?
Kai Green, was this his comeback? His comeback was presenting a trophy. Kai Green. I wish Kai would come back and do the Masters Olympia. That's my.
I got good teeth too.
Would you say good teeth?
Yeah, get those new teeth.
Oh,
pearly white.
Oh, veneers probably.
Yeah.
3rd place, Andrew Jack. Okay, no real surprise there.
Yeah. No, we knew that. We knew that.
So he still needs to keep going and win something this year to get to the Olympia.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows overseas too. But listen, he's owned Texas for how many years now?
3.
Yeah, so it works.
I think there was only one of because it's a fairly new show. I think only one other person has won Texas Pro before him.
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was. I have no idea.
Should do Tampa. I think Tampa would be a great show for him.
Was it? Did Ian win the Texas? Is that who won it? Valier?
I
can't remember.
He won that one year. He did. Yeah, because he beat Kukla.
Okay, so that was the only other. There's only been 4 Texas Pros so far. Oh, did he get second? We have the volume
Samson
on.
got second.
Did Samson get second? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit! Wow, that is an oh shit moment. Wow. Okay. So all you guys who had Derek winning, you can pat yourself on the back. You called it. And not to, I bet it was close. I bet it was a couple points.
It had to be.
I seriously doubt it was a perfect score for Derek.
Oh.
Samson's very impressive. He's Mr. Olympia. But yeah, this is the only time a Mr. Olympia champ has only entered the Arnold as a reigning Mr. Olympia once. And that was Ronnie Coleman in 2001. He won.
Let's see what the check says.
Yeah, they're waiting. It's dramatic. Let's see. Is it going to be more than 500? Boom. No, it's 500. I thought they were going to do the switcheroo and it'd be like 750 or something. $500,000, $500,000 for Derek Lunsford.
He won $500,000 fucking dollars from bodybuilding, bro.
And now, what is this? This just made the Mr. Olympia 10 times more exciting this year than it would have been.
Wow. Yeah, it does. It really does.
We had Samson get knocked out by Derek here at the Arnold. So,
and Hottie's just sitting there getting bigger too, man.
Yeah, Hottie's not going to be playing this year.
No. Oh no.
It's going to be, look at that. It's Derek. Go, boy. You go, Derek.
Samson. I'm just watching Samson to see how that's got to suck, man.
He's gracious. He's gracious in defeat,
Yeah, he didn't walk off.
He's not going to cry and pout. None of that stuff.
That sucks, man. It's just, I don't know. But listen, right, everybody can't win every show. Everybody lose. The guys nowadays, Samson, Derek, Hottie, Martin, they're all interchangeable at this point. Like, they're all interchangeable.
Yeah. I mean, and we were saying for the past couple months, if Derek does what he needs to do, he could win the show, and he did.
He did. You know what I mean? And it's just.
This is his best. To me, this is his best look ever. Or it's at least on par with when he won the Olympia in 2023.
And yeah, it actually is a bigger version, but he got the condition back again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's see what he says real quick.
Yeah, maybe I'll turn the volume up for this. Oh, I took it off.
15, I drove over from Indiana as a fan of bodybuilding, and I went to the Arnold Classic Expo, and I said, give me a few years, I'll be an IFBB pro, and I'll be behind one of these booths. Little did I know, 10 years later, 2025, I would be the Arnold Classic bodybuilding champion. And I want to dedicate tonight and this win to anybody that has been dealing with something, a setback, a struggle, a troubling time. I don't really do this kind of thing, but I feel it in my heart. I've had a lot of things that have come up, since the Olympia that have really weighed me down and have put doubt in my mind. And I just want to dedicate this to you, to give you hope, inspiration, and just to believe in yourself and go big and go for it. Even when you have those doubts, go for it and be who God called you to be. So that being said, I want to praise my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, buddy. Well said. Well said.
Can you just give us quickly your measurements? What is your weight and what is your biceps, your chest measurement, and so on?
Well, it was enough to win the Arnold Classic. That will tell you that. This is a bodybuilding show, as you know, so I wanted to bring my best look, and I think we did that. We accomplished it. I played to my strengths, and I just want to thank my whole team. I got Chris Aceto behind me. I got my wife, Jelson, and my daughter, Evie, and I got a whole team of people. Matt Grego, who competed, got third in the Classic Physique this weekend, and I have just so many people I could thank, but I'm the guy that's on the stage, but there's a whole team behind me, and so I want to thank them personally, and I want to thank each and every one that has come out tonight. I heard it was a sold-out arena tonight, and I just want to thank all the bodybuilding fans, not just the ones that support me, but the ones that support all bodybuilding in all divisions.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Terrific. Congratulations.
Okay. Wow.
Arnold, man. Arnold. Jesus, bro. God love him. He's our dude, bro.
But Derek denied Arnold. He would not answer those questions for Arnold.
No. How big are your biceps?
it's a weird thing. You know, I'm not gonna. I love Arnold. I'm not gonna say but what an odd thing to ask him when he won. You know,
he's honestly I mean, again, I think back in Arnold's day, those were big deals, like how big your biceps are and how big your calves are. It's like now it's like,
look at that.
Yeah, whatever.
Great job, Derek. Though I mean, that was an upset. That was. I mean, Samson. It was going to take a miracle for Derek to beat him at this, and he did it. He showed up.
Did.
Props to Chris Aceto, first prep with Derek, pulled it off.
And
Samson, there we go. Sean was 7th. Hollins had 8th. Carlos, Patrick, Justin, and that other guy is not on the scores anymore. He wasn't there. Well, you didn't show up for the night show. You don't get a score. You withdrew. Yeah. But wow,
Samson. He left the door open, Ron. Like just
yeah.
When you in this day and age, if you're not 100%, then you will lose the show. Like period. There's no more of this, favoritism and any of this. It's just the best man is going to win on that day. Period. And doesn't matter who it is, they're going to win.
Yeah, let's see what the chat had to say about the win, because I'm way behind on the. Okay, so if everyone takes a shot of Samson, okay, I'm trying to catch up. So it's 9. That happened around 9:50. Okay, here we go. So it was I knew it. Yeah, good for Derek. It was a toss up. Wow, King Derek. Derek won. Jen has a bunch of surprise looking emojis. Is that what those would be? It's hard for me to tell what the only ones I can tell, like if they're really big, because my eyesight's not awesome.
Me too, dude. I can't see shit.
Jake called it. Told y'all.
Yeah, Christian.
Damn, the little person one. Well, thank you. Because actually, I asked him to say little person instead of midget, and thank you. I appreciate you respecting our. I almost said pronouns. It's not a pronoun.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
What is GGS? Now I gotta find out. My son's busy. My son's playing Monster Hunter Wilds on it's a PC game. It's awesome graphics where I just have to say they came out the new version yesterday at midnight. 1.5 million people were playing, and he was ranked in the top 500 out of 1.5 million people.
Shit.
So he's pretty freaking good at that. He loves that game.
God damn.
Can be a judge now. Oh,
yeah.
Derek's win. Yeah. Anyway, he trains and eats right, so it's not just like he's a Cheeto eating.
Yeah, exactly.
Shows there's no dominant body. Yeah. In the past, I would have been very surprised that the reigning Mr. Olympia was not given the title, but this doesn't surprise me at all.
No, not whatsoever.
This is great for the Mr. Olympia. I'm actually going to take I'm going to take the screen off there because we don't need it anymore. I knew that was going to Derek. The improvement's really pushing forward.
He did.
Samson, not conditioned. Samson, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, he should have been sharper. 500,000 stacks.
Damn.
Guy out here.
And there's no state income tax in Florida either, bro.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is that true? I thought New Hampshire has no state income tax.
Yeah. Florida, Texas, and Nevada. Yeah.
Damn. Derek is getting off stage and go eat chicken, right?
Damn. Shit.
Amazing. Derek really proved the point. Good for Derek. Derek deserved it. Congratulations. Yeah. Derek. David versus Goliath. Aceto knows his shit. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Sam's a good sport. Bullshit. Yeah. That's okay. It's a subjective sport. You don't have to agree with the decisions.
Yeah.
Sam's going to cry. I don't think he's going to. Well, maybe he will. I don't know. Why are you shocked? Word. He going to cry. Martin, when he comes in, can really compete.
Yeah.
Live. Thanks for watching. No legs. I believe Derek has now beaten Samson 3 out of 4. Yeah.
Has he?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Let's see. 2022 Olympia. He beat him there. 23 Olympia. He beat him.
Yep.
Samson beat him at the last Olympia. And yeah, that's right. The 4 times they've competed against each other, Derek has come on top 3 out of those 4 times.
Do you think Derek shuts it down, or would you go on to Pittsburgh or shut it down to the Olympia? That's enough. That's $100,000, man.
I think Samson's shutting it down. I don't see him continuing.
No.
I don't think so. Unless I can't see Samson doing Detroit, but he's a good friend of Fawad and he is a hostile athlete. So maybe, probably not though. I seriously doubt it. Derek came in second last year. Now Derek's first, I'm second. I want to see those scorecards tomorrow.
Yeah.
Carrie, congratulations as the stepmom, bonus mom. 2025 goes down one of the craziest shows in bodybuilding history. 3 Olympians on stage have all won an AC title. Yeah, I mean, well, Derek just won it tonight. Thank you for this live. Thank you for watching. Love Derek, but no way. That's the same guy that said God is work. God's always working. God's busy.
Hello.
He's a conditioning coach. Many times coming missing peak. Well, his wife is his coach. I mean, a coach is a conditioning. A coach is a conditioning coach because that's what they're responsible for. So there's no such thing as a conditioning coach. Who got second? Samson Dauda. I forgot Derek is super religious. How could you forget?
Yeah.
Andrew, good answer. Derek deserved it.
He did.
Well, what's that? Rego, now we're talking about classic. God respects conviction, praise the Most High God. Absolutely. I have respect. This is one of the reasons I love Derek. He always puts the Lord Jesus first. I agree. Derek deserves to win. Eric, be killing me with those questions.
Yeah.
Good show for sure. When is the Olympia? October. I don't know the date. Connie looking bad? No. Just because Derek won without him doesn't make him look bad.
Not at all.
Hindered the better biceps. Yeah, it's not a bicep show.
Yeah, that's true.
He had bigger calves than all 3 of them.
He sure did.
Last year, October. Samson pissed. No, it's usually October, Chris. Usually October. Honey knew when to retire. The Olympia's October 9th through 12th. Thank you, Jen. October 9th through 12th. Class act. Short guy wins Classic and Open. Yes, my short kings. Short kings. Absolute bollocks. Bollocks. That's bullshit.
Really?
Redemption. Sims condition. He's top 10? What? Yeah, he's definitely going to be the top 10 at the Olympia, guys. I'm pretty sure. Do we think Samson going to win Olympia? I don't know.
We don't. It's up for the Olympia is up for grabs.
Oh,
there's no favorite for the Olympia anymore.
My favorite for the Olympia is Hadi Chupin, Derek Lunsford, and Samson Dauda.
Yes, one of those 3.
Any one of those 3. Right man 1, go look at the still pictures. What's up, Ron? Hi, Heismer. Utter bollocks.
All right,
Samson,
we get it.
I just like saying bollocks. Samson came in too big. I agree.
Yep.
I saw Derek felt it last year, Mr. O. Way to go, D. 7 AC history of the 3 Mr. Olympians on stage who have also won the AC title. Yeah, but I think for that to be true, Derek would have already had to have won it. Yeah. What's the difference between Arnold Classic and Olympia? That we could talk about that for hours.
Sanda.
Lock on condition. Andrew Jack should win.
No.
Pro gamers and they make a fortune. Yeah. Unfortunately, whatever type of game that is, they don't do it competitively. I don't know why. Samson handled finishing second with class. Yeah. How much is second place?
Loses, man. Everybody, it was 125 last year. You'd hope they'd move it up if you would have a 500 and 125.
Oh, you know, I bet it was like 200 or 250.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah,
I bet it is. Pro gamers also usually in great shape. Have sharp mindset. Dude, train Samson. What? You talking about? Who trained Samson? I don't even know who he's talking about. Well done, Munchkin. Derek over Samson. Michael Logan. Little guys delivering the Arnold Classic. Yes, my short kings. Derek deserved it. Going to be interesting at the Olympia this year. Oh, GGS. Thank you, Michael. Good game start. Good game start.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, who says that, though? Samson thought he had it locked. Surprise. Who's training Derek now? He trains with Matt Grego. He doesn't have a trainer. Matt Grego, who took 3rd in Classic Physique last night. Samson shut it down. I think he will shut it down. Yeah. I can't see him. He's got to rest up, and he's going to be hyper focused on winning the Olympia this year, of course. Derek should shut it down also. I believe he will.
Yeah.
I believe he will. Why wouldn't he? He just won $500,000. What the hell? You know, and he wants his Olympia title back. His best chance of that is going into a health phase right now.
I love that, don't you?
I like how they call it because it's actually accurate. Let your body get off the gear.
Come on. We're coming on.
Don't eat 500 grams of protein a day for a couple months and then come back strong. What's the difference between Olympia? No. I mean, I could. I don't want to. I don't want to jam up this. Absolute bollocks. Mark, you're still upset. I see that. Derek looked his best. Simpson to be Bentley. A great show. Thank you, Ron. Congratulations, Carrie. Derek is so inspirational. The placings were up on the screen, but it was Derek, Samson, Andrew, Brandon. Bonac was 5th, right?
Bonac 5th, King 6th.
King 6th, Sean Clarita 7th, Hollingshead 8th, Justin and Patrick, I think, after that.
Carlos. I think Carlos was 9th. Then Patrick, then Justin was last.
Donald Pump, no relation to the president. No, everyone is not happy. We never have everyone happy with the result.
No.
Going to tour appearance now, he will not be doing Detroit. Paul Dillette couldn't hold a pose. True. Samson will tighten up, not add size. Agreed. Don't forget how he could come back. Oh, I think the Olympia could be, those 3 could be any order at the Olympia. Hottie, Samson, Derek. You could put those any order and I would not be shocked. They're all amazing on any given day. If Samson had been tighter, he would have won this today.
Oh, it's you have to nail it the day of the show. That's all it comes down to. At this point in the sport, it's who's in shape on that day. There's no more, he was close, we gave it to him. It's you got to be on. If you're not on, somebody else is going to beat you.
Derek is a younger guy. That's in his favor. Yeah, he's 31 years old. Time is definitely on Derek's side. He's compared to the rest of the top 4 were Samson's 38, Andrew is 40, Brandon is 42, and William is 42. So he was by far the youngest guy up there.
Yeah, he is. Everybody else is older. Now,
I just said the placings, Jalen. Do I need to make a banner while we're talking, just so we don't get that anymore? I'm just going to do that. So you can keep talking, Mike.
Samson won. If Samson came in at 285, first of all, that's not possible. He can't lose that much muscle. Jay Graders, but it's not like he wasn't off. We're really splitting hairs as far as his conditioning. It wasn't as the Olympia, but it wasn't bad. None of these guys were fat. First of all, like he wasn't fat. There were no torn muscles, no structural problems. It's just Derek brought probably the best package that he brought, and he was just rewarded for it.
Hey, here's a good joke. Another good joke. Samsung malfunctioned.
Good job.
Ronnie, I don't know. We'll see. Mark still says absolute bollocks. It's bollock. That's a lot of bollocks. That's a lot of bollocks. This show will be in the books. That with 3 Mr. Rose. Samson has to go to war if he wants to defend his title. Yeah, Samson trained by the 2nd best coach in the industry. His wife. That's right. Definitely deserved it. Derek, Olympia gonna be nuts. Samson get. I don't know what the prize money was.
Sure.
Thanks for watching. If anyone knows what 2nd place, I'm guessing 250. I'm just gonna. They like even numbers. Nice rounded up.
That's a nice payday too, bro.
Hell yeah! Get you a lot of creatine. Derek deserved it. Yeah. Samson came in too heavy. True. 285.
Derek and Samson both pick up the extra 10 grand too.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, 10 grand to Samson is probably like, a night on the town, you know, a nice dinner. Sue did a great job. Come on, dude. Samson, I'll do a whole video about that next week. I will, I promise you, because it's a legitimate topic. It's just I don't want to get into all that. Samson 3rd at best. No,
come on. Stop.
Patrick 10th place. Does Cito get a percentage of that win money? I don't know what the arrangement they have.
I have no clue.
I don't. That's between Derek and Chris. Samson took it a little easy. Dan's is probably the first time in 5 years Sean wasn't top 5. He's only done a few open shows. He's been top 5 in all of them.
He has.
Yeah, he's never done work, and he won a pro show, the Legion, and he was 3rd. Sorry. Yeah, he was 3rd at the Prague show behind Martin and Bumstead last fall.
Yeah, I'm sure 5th, 6th, and 7th had to be like super close too. Had to be close.
This is awful, but it's funny, so I'm going to read it. Samson crying in his wife's lap now with big puddles of synthol. Well, the synthol's not going to come out of his tear ducts, guys. Come on, let's be real.
People are awful.
We're almost done. I'm hungry as hell.
People are terrible.
He's the best bodybuilder in the world. Think we'll see Samson Derek go toe to toe a new rivalry for next? No. There's these guys are all, because you still have Hottie in the mix too. Hottie's not going anywhere.
No, anytime soon, man.
Yeah, he's still at the top of his game. Why was Samson chasing size? Derek got 510,000. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
After taxes, I don't know. Well, you said no income tax.
No state income, no state tax. So just federal. So what?
Yeah,
Maybe like 350 after taxes.
I mean, that's like you won $1 billion in a Powerball. You're really going to worry that they got to pay a third of it to taxes? You still have $700 million.
Yeah, Derek's will be okay.
Samson's getting bigger made no sense. It's going to be a very long rest of the year for Samson, mentally and physically. Derek deserved to win.
Samson's been going for a minute too, man. He's been on the grind for a couple of years. You know what I mean? So like, maybe time to shut it. Like I said, rest, tour, make some money, relax, and just like, gear. No pun intended. Gear up for the Olympia.
Yeah, must be 300 and do vacuum. Samson should be placed lower for his conditioning. I thought I wouldn't have had many lower than second, guys. Come on. Kai has told the story of meeting Andrew Jack back in the day. Andrew being so excited to meet him. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh, and Kai gave him the cold shoulder. Oh no. Oh, right by the one. I didn't know that. He got snubbed.
Oh, that's probably why.
Even coming third is a decent payday.
Yeah, the top 6 is a good payday. It's a good payday for everybody.
I had Derek winning.
I had Derek as well.
His abs weren't tight. Derek keeps improving. Samson come in tonight. Condition last night. You mean he didn't look much worse? I think he was about the same as he was last night. It's not like
he wasn't like dramatically better or dramatically worse.
Samson need 20 pounds. No, he doesn't need to lose 20 pounds. Where does Andrew go from here? I don't know. He's going to keep going. He'll probably win the Texas and do very well at the Olympia again.
Or do a show over in Europe. You know what I mean? Like the Dubai show if he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, Donald, I don't want to take a pre-workout at past 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to be up all night.
No.
I need my rest. Samson to express this, says he's loose and needs to hang the bikini up. What?
Come on, Bradley.
Do I still think Parilla system holds true today? Yes. Samson should have stayed at factory gym. Andrews tries looked weird. Agreed. Derek's so boring. Good job, Chris mentioned. Ocido for rebounding Derek physique. Chris also spelled incorrectly. We're going to be training Derek winning just pissed off and fueled Hottie. No, I think Hottie's pissed off anyway. It doesn't matter. Simpson retired.
Yeah, he need that.
Shagging pineapples. It was actually a grapefruit, Mark, not a pineapple.
People are stupid.
Pineapple does not have the right texture. It would be.
That would be very painful.
Ouch! If you were familiar with pineapples. James Massey doesn't project. Guy said they laughed about it since, but Funny Cow was the one to give him the medal. Don't speak about Andrew unless you can pronounce his real name. Chinedu Obaika. How's that? Samson 290 would be unbeatable. How does Hani feel? I don't know. I've tried pineapple. Doesn't do it for me. Yeah, grapefruit's better. I mean, that's going to be it for the chat. American Pie.
Yes.
was a warmed up apple pie. So was what guys were actually sticking their penis in and copulating. That was
the funniest scene ever.
That was a great movie. So
that was
I'm going to call it, Mike. It's 10:13 p.m.
Woo!
Yeah.
Great show.
It has been a great show, a historic Arnold Classic, only the second time in the 36-year history of the Arnold Classic that a reigning Mr. Olympia has entered, and that was 2001 with Ronnie Coleman. He won. This is the first time a reigning Olympia has been beaten at the Arnold Classic. I won't say the only time because a reigning Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman, was beat by Gunther in 2003 at the Show of Strength. But man, it's been a great show. Mike, I couldn't have done it without you.
Ron,
you saw what it was like doing it by yourself for like 2 seconds. And it sucks. It sucks.
God bless you for doing that because I was sitting there just struggling hard. So God bless you for doing it by yourself, bro.
God bless you for being on Eastern Standard Time, not like Giles is 5 hours ahead.
Oh, God, for Giles.
What time is it over there now? It's 10 plus 12. It's 3:14 a.m. for Giles. I hope he's been asleep for a very long time.
REM sleep.
And that's it, man. So thank you, Mike. Thank you, all you guys who watched in the chat. If you're watching this in the replay tomorrow, I'm glad you're doing that because views are a good thing for me. I like my views. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. A historic 2025 Arnold Classic Championship, Arnold Classic. Title went to Derek Lunsford. I have the placing there, and it was a very, very good win for him. A great comeback after slipping from being Mr. Olympia to third place a few months ago. Great comeback story, and this is set up such a dramatic showdown at the Olympia. We're going to see Derek, Hadi, and Samson, I bet, all at the very top of their game, fighting for that Olympia title in 7 months from now. So that's it, guys. Thanks all for watching. Say good night. Good night, everybody. That's it. Peace.